such a day, such a day, such a day. Some people will probably be pissed about what's going to happen. So we will see.
If I lisp, I got Invisalign on Friday, so I'm learning how to talk right now.
Congrats.
You're learning how to talk? Congrats.
I'm learning how to talk through this invisible braces that I have on.
Congrats on the Invisalign. My kid just got out of braces, so and he has
I had him back in the day.
His retainer is like Invisalign though, so
okay.
They've changed them that much that he doesn't have like the metal or so.
I wanted to try something. I'll do it later on in the show to see if it works, but there's this new feature on here. I'm like, yeah, see, I got it. Oh man. All right. A lot of comments to go through.
Oh yeah. Hey everybody.
Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Thank you everybody for showing up. Appreciate you guys. Tonight will be very packed. It's gonna be very dense. A lot of information, a lot of talking and opinions, and because a lot of stuff went down, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Yeah. I think we'll be seeing a lot of this, missing out stuff and everything else like that. But we'll get to it. Let's actually give it a thing. All right, let's just start. Let's begin, right? Let's peel this. Let's do some plastic therapy. All right, here we go. All right. That's what the show's about. It's really, if you think it's healing. So, all right, here we go. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 245 of the Hangout, where we give you positive insight into a world of collecting, a very chill and relaxed atmosphere. I say we because I am joined by, for right now, one half of the two Corys, Mr. Michael Cory. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, sir?
Doing well, sir. CC might show up. We'll see if he does. If he doesn't, he obviously is going to get a well-deserved night off, you know. And then we have our special guest.
Oh. Hey.
Sully, how you doing, man?
Special is in short bus?
No, not like that. Just special, you know? Good to have you here. Happy to see you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you very much for asking me.
No, thank you.
I didn't mess up last time, so.
Oh yeah. Usually it's MC that gets the suspensions, but they're not imposed by me. They're just somebody else.
Yeah. All right.
I'm adding this really quick because I want to showcase your fantastic work, sir. You were, ironically, come full circle on the last time you were here. You were here for Crab Louie.
I was. They seem to think that I need to film the crab or photograph the crab, I guess.
You did a great job.
He's a crabby kind of guy. Let's give him the crab.
Yeah.
You did a great job, bro. Like on all of it. I wanna dig into that a little bit later in the show.
Okay.
But I also really quick wanted to show the photos you did. These are like really good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I think I'm one of my worst critics. I have, I don't know, 50 or more pictures of these guys because I just wanted to make them. You want to give the best to, promote the new figures that come out. You want to do them justice. You don't want to suck at the pictures. So I just kept on doing them over and over again. I really worked. They showed up the day that I left for a week for a Christmas vacation.
Oh, geez.
I had 2 weeks to shoot them. When I got back, the day that I got back, I had a fever of like 101 to 2 for about a week. So all the pictures I shot, I was sick as F. I was sick the entire time I was shooting all these pictures.
Well, the pictures are sick as fuck, bro. These are really nice.
Easy. Not 7 minutes yet.
Oh yeah, I gotta hit myself.
Man, that's what I get suspended for.
You saw that? Oh man, that was crazy. You see that today? Like what happened? Did you see that?
Yeah,
I didn't see anything.
Oh yeah. But yeah, these are great, man. I want to dig in a little bit later, but I just wanted to show these really quick. And if you're not familiar with Sully's work, Sully, I know it's not your name anymore, but you were not a bird, not a plane, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
and now you are.
I've shortened it down to just Sully's Toys because everybody's calling me Sully anyway. I'm like, I might as well just go with the marketing that people gave me.
So yeah, definitely check him out. It's at Sully's Toys underscore Toys. I put it in the description, and thank you for the cover photo. Really appreciate for the thumbnail.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, and then you have a new photo that looked really good. I like this one a lot. But
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Thank you. It's part of a bigger picture, but
man, I'm not used to scaling some of the photos and stuff like that.
No.
I was like, I feel bad because I cut off some of the good parts. So I thought I'm gonna redo the thumbnail. But dude, I mean, all of these, man, they speak for themselves. You did a fantastic job, man. It's no
hello
wonder
to
that
everybody who's saying hi in the comments.
Yeah, I'm just doing double duty. So top cons for tonight. I kind of shortened it down. We'll just do a quick show foreplay, just get us all talking and everything. Got some quick toy news, just a couple little things. There's a lot of Mezco news and updates, so we'll get to that. And then we're going to talk about 112 Day. I know, right? Yeah.
Crazy day. It was a crazy day.
Yeah, and like we were talking about in the green room, I think this is a good, along with everybody that's in the chat, I think this is a good mixture of people because, Sully, you got all of these beforehand, so you have your unique perspective. MC, you actually missed out on one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have that perspective. CC would have been here, and he didn't really want to do any of it, I don't think, right? So that would have been one. And then I got really lucky and I was able to grab all this stuff. So
that was an expensive day.
Yeah, it was. It was very expensive. I wasn't lying when I said, like, my bank, they called me, they said, excuse me, Mr. Page.
So they really called you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, because like the amount, like if you're doing those amounts, like, and it was really quick, it was like in succession.
Yeah.
So they were like, hey, Mr. Page,
I'll make sure somebody didn't steal your crap and buying toys with it.
Yeah. I only had it happen one time. It was the worst time in the world. It was like when I first started dating my girl. And I got this call and he said, hello, this is Robert from blah, 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 blah. I said, hey, how you doing? He said, yeah, I just want to ask you about some charges on your bank account. I'm like, yeah, sure. What is it? And he's like, well, did you sign up for a Christian dating website, sir? I was like, and I had it on speaker. And like, this is when we first started dating. She like looked.
She gave you that look?
Yeah, she did. Well, you have to, MC's
That's where I met
like,
you.
You got to understand her personality. She's like, did you? And I was like, no. So I wouldn't date a Christian girl. So forget that. So
Sorry.
But yeah, but they're good about it. I'm happy they did do it because oof.
Mine was stolen one time, and apparently they bought like a $3,000 drone in Orlando. It's not too far from where I am. I'm like, hey, well, somebody got a nice drone off of my credit card. They gave me the money back because they found out, it wasn't me. But I'm like, well,
are you here in Florida with us?
Yeah,
I am in Florida.
He was at MegaCon.
Oh, I'll see you at MegaCon.
Yeah. I went up there just to see Mezco that's not showing up this year.
I know.
Just saying.
Yeah. Trust me, man. I would have wanted it too, but sometimes things aren't in a deck of cards. But
yeah, I'm still gonna go though.
Yeah, it'll be if you go. I was gonna be there, so like if you go, I think MC's gonna be there too, right?
Yeah. Sorry,
I'll be out there on Thursday though. That's the cheap day.
Yeah, and it's less crowded too.
I think that's a day we're going also, honestly. Thursday or Friday. We haven't pulled the trigger yet.
All right, let's get into this real quick so we can get to the good stuff. So I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this collage of heroes, Avengers. It's coming in December. I think the last one I saw was this one, the Wakanda one.
New Avengers movie coming?
I think so. I think so. But
Honestly,
we've
I
gotten
haven't
some
seen
of
it.
these. We haven't. Yeah, we haven't gotten all of them. Like, well, we got all of these. Which is your favorite so far?
Out of those pictures, is that why everybody is doing
Yeah, this.
the eyes? The eyes. Yeah, there you go. What's his
Yeah.
name?
Cyclops.
Cyclops. There you go. Hey, I'm just having a brain fart.
Just wanted
Yeah,
to say
I was wondering why
Paige's
everybody was doing that picture. I've seen like 50 people doing that photograph,
Yeah.
and they've all done it well. So
Yeah, they have. Yeah. Oh, look, I did. I guessed right.
shout out to all the Floridians in the chat.
Yeah.
But he's
So
here.
you
He's
guys
doing
have a
crazy stuff
favorite
in
of
Florida.
these? Do you, MC? Do you got one favorite?
I really like the X-Men one.
Mhm.
Because seeing Cyclops in the Jim Lee suit was cool. And then I like the Captain America one, the first one. That was cool.
Yeah, it was. I think I'm down with this too. I like the Cyclops one. This one was
Yeah.
okay. The Black Panther one. I heard that they cast a new guy for Black Panther. Was it Idris? Something Idris? Not Idris Alba. Damien Idris or something like that. He's gonna be the new Black Panther. But they keep showing this, and I guess they're getting a lot of buzz on it, saying you guys are ruining the movie, and so, you know, the Russos was like, you've been watching this for the last 4 weeks. These are not teasers or trailers. They're stories. There are clues. Pay attention. Yeah. Anyway, that was interesting. Now, Toy Talk. So I saw this. I had no interest in collecting any of this stuff, but I actually went into Target and I saw it. And then this came up. I don't know if you guys saw it, but boom. Hound. Have
Nostalgia.
you guys seen these?
I have seen them. I'm not big into the Transformers. I was back in the day. I used to get them from like Sam's Club when they were made out of metal.
Yeah.
And they would transfer. I mean, they were heavy pieces of, and you were lucky to get them because they were expensive at Sam's. But I think I got two. But since then, I really haven't been into the Transformers.
Yeah, I had a quick nostalgia rub when I saw this. MC, MC, do you and Sawyer have any of these or?
No, we don't do Transformers, but I did when I
Yeah.
was a kid. A little bit, not a ton.
Well, I go with the flow, so let's skip ahead. Legends. Kitty Pryde, Colossus 2-pack.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. You see,
I like
Sully, I'm
Colossus.
trying. I try to make the show at least a little bit of a variety, so it's not overcome with Mezco. So this looks good.
Yeah, I like the new shoulder joints on Cyclops. That was kind of cool.
Are those butterfly joints?
Mm-hmm. You look at the other picture, the one just before that. See his shoulder?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, on the other angle, it didn't look like it. You know, like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they got this. Her head sculpt look really. She looks good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in a purely toy collecting way, not anything else. But yeah, and then shout out to Paternia. They're always putting out like great information. If you're interested in Marvel Legends, this is a pre-order. I think tomorrow this goes up, right? Didn't I call it Ursa? Ursa Major. But yeah, the Grizzly goes up tomorrow. So if you're interested, and then you got A-Bomb, Ghost Rider, Deadpool, and these last two are to be determined. Yeah, I can read the room. We're going ahead. Space Galactica. I used to collect Black Series. I don't anymore. But have you ever like looked at something and go, damn, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like that could work with something else.
Wow.
You know, it could work with Cosmic Legions.
Void Cadet Gomez.
Void could, yeah. You know, you can do anything spatial with that one.
Yeah, I wasn't into Wado. Like, I think it's cool what you can have as a background character, but I was more in this. this is kind of cool. Like if you were doing something like with Boy Cadet stuff, like you said, this is
Mhm.
what I was like. I'm like, yeah. You know, the Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
loser
do
again.
have a lot of Star Wars figures. You wouldn't know it from my page because I don't ever shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
I do have them all in a box. I keep on wanting. Do you guys do this where I feel like I need to get rid of some figures?
Huh.
It takes me
Yes.
and I walk into the room and I'm like, well, I might shoot that one day. I might shoot that one. Like I keep on like wanting to get rid of things, but I'm like, I might shoot that one day. So I finally got all the Star Wars figures into a box where I don't have to look at them anymore. But I
Mm-hmm.
want to sell all of my Star Wars Black Series, but I haven't pulled the trigger because I apparently a hoarder.
I have not seen the Grimlock. I just got into Target the other day, and they had like the Lamborghini. I don't remember what. I don't remember the names. They had the
Mhm.
Lamborghini. I'm like, oh wow, that looks good. But it was on sale for like $12. And I said, oh
Oh.
man, I should just pick it up just for like a pocket figure or something.
Mhm.
$12. It's just $12. And then I started falling down the rabbit hole. I'm like, nah, what else do they have? I was like, do they have Starscream? I was like, do they have, Soundwave, Mega? Because it's all the movie stuff. And I'm
Right?
sitting there, I'm like, don't do it, Paige, don't do it. So I was like, God.
Yeah, you don't
But
need.
yeah, these look cool. I guess this pre-order is going to go up February 1st. If you're a Star Wars MC, you're into Star Wars. At least you used to be, right? No.
Yeah, not anymore. I haven't bought Star Wars, and I think the last thing I got was a Ghost.
Mm. Well, again, I can read the room, so we'll continue. See, I'm heading off the Star Wars stuff. I
This is
mean,
gonna be a short show.
no, 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 no. This is all like overage time, so we can talk more about Mezco. That's what pre me. But yeah, Jersey Warriors. Oh man, look at this.
Mhm.
So New Jersey Con. I guess they're gonna have their Legions meet up, and what they're gonna do is they're also going to have a New Jersey exclusive, the Highland Warriors.
There can only be one.
Yeah. So
There can be only one.
yeah, how hard is this stuff to get there?
I think they usually sell it like on Legion's website. I think they have quite a bit of leftover usually from this.
So it'll be you. Yeah, I was gonna say if you got
You
like
want one
friends,
page?
man, I'd be cooking. Are you going?
No, no. I'm sure I can find somebody that's going to be there though.
You look good. Hold on, like I'll show
Yeah,
you
he looks
this.
awesome. I want one.
And he's got like 3 different heads, right? Like you have
Mhm.
so many different looks with this guy. And
Yeah.
it's not even the same head. It's like a completely there you go.
Yeah, like you got like a
figure.
ginger, you got like this guy, and then you got like.
I
Sorry.
thought he looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I think all the heads are great. Any one of those heads I'd rock on them.
It's very William Wallace. I like it.
Yes.
That's what when I first saw it. And then the soft goods. I'm thinking what CJ did that right. Oh, look at
Oh, yeah.
that. They
Yeah,
even
they got that
put
new shield stuff now on there too.
well, yeah, they even put detail on the back of it. That's cool. Like
Yeah.
these straps and everything. This looks good. Sully, do you collect Legions?
I have a few.
Yeah.
Very few. Like 4 or something.
I'm gonna get in your DMs. I'm gonna change that for you.
Yeah, be careful. He'll get you.
I have like 2 or 3 outer space ones. What are they called?
Oh, the Cosmic Legions.
Cosmic Legions. There you go. I got a couple of those, and I got a couple of. I just got this guy a couple of days ago.
Which
He's
one
not.
is that?
He's not a Mythic Legions. He's somebody else. Somebody else does this guy. I think it's X-ray.
5K?
Yeah,
Or,
5K.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's like S.
Is that
S
Xerxes or
ray.
something? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I
know
would
names.
say
I'm not that cool.
Yeah, that's one thing I was gonna say, but that's a good thing. Like if you have friends that are going to these cons and stuff like that, it's definitely good to like click up right now and try to find somebody and hook them up, work out whatever deal you got. 'Cause
Hey,
I've
Henrock.
heard sometimes, yeah, rock. Because sometimes it's a little bit hard.
There you go. Yeah, that's the name.
Do you guys think that Mezco and Legions have beef right now?
Not that I
Because
know of.
evidently Mezco is charging Legions their shipping has gone way up.
Yeah,
I know, right?
that was on that cosmic drop that they just did. That's
Well, I say that because
yeah.
Mezco's supposed to be controlling all the shipping, right? Like they're
Yeah.
charging way too much, so I figured they had their
They're gonna
hand in
slice
this
of
too.
the mythic pie.
Yeah, yeah.
$43 for shipping for that figure.
Yeah, I
For
didn't. I
that,
didn't look into it so much. I just thought it was funny.
It
I
was
was
for
like,
the
oh, so
legions.
shipping is increasing on everybody's stuff, huh? It's
Yeah.
just not one person.
It was a legions
Oh,
drop they
connect the
just had,
dots.
or cosmic legions drop they just had. I think it was for the multiple figures there.
Mm-hmm.
okay, that has to be multiple figures because
Yeah.
$43 is a bit much. That's like a dragon or something shipping.
Yeah, and the thing is, and I know somebody's gonna jump in there as well. Paige, it's more. It's more, trust me, you won't get me on this, but like I know that they have a $9.99 option, and then there's also this is gonna be like this is probably the price for a wave, right? So it's more figures. I
A
get
whole
it.
bunch of right.
I'm just saying it doesn't matter how you slice it. It's still pretty pricey for shipping. Sometimes you have to break it down like with something. I
It's
told
not
one guy
BBT.
that. Yeah, I told one guy he started going in a diatribe about it. He's like, "Yeah, it's 6 figure Page." I said, "I know, dude. It's the concept that I'm trying to get across to you. Shipping's going up everywhere."
Everybody wants to make more money. So if the delivery people want to make more money and you increase the prices for the delivery people, you have to charge more for shipping.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna star this because this is a very good talking point.
Mm-hmm.
I had it in here
Oh,
anyway.
the combined shipping.
The corner piss mess he took over. Exactly, because it's Mezco's fault. Oh, now bad joke. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, this looks cool. Are you guys picking it up or no?
Probably not. I really like him. I've had to stop buying everything. I can't buy everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've run out of space and I can't get rid of anything apparently. So I need to I need to live vicariously through others. I'm sure people are going to photograph the shit. This character looks amazing, and I'm sure they're going to do an amazing job.
Yeah, they're really smart with this too, like the army building part about it too, and everything. MC,
It's
you're
cool,
gonna get
too.
it. Right? Look up.
Yeah, I'll get one at least. I'll definitely get one.
Yeah, you can get one, and then I change the head out in Photoshop. You can have a whole freaking army, and they all look different.
You said the PS word. Just kidding.
The Photoshop word.
Yeah, I know.
It's not the AI words. It's just the PS word.
Oh,
it's okay.
God.
It's okay.
Someone's just dropping bad curse words all night tonight, bro. Jeez.
Are they really that different?
They are that different. And
Mhm.
if we go into this discussion, I will defend
We should talk about it.
Photoshop.
Yeah, we'll try to breeze through this weekend because where we at? We're at 23. I think we might be able to. Yeah, I'll probably pick this up too because it looks really good. Even just to have it, just to come much for pay for bamboos for shipping. Yeah, jeez. But these heads and everything, like you guys said, like just having different looks. Yeah,
It's like getting 3 characters for like one price. Damn it! Now I'm probably gonna buy it. I hate you guys.
yeah. Are they gonna? Well, are they gonna? How much does this cost? Like usually around? Like what's the range for this? Like what? 40, $50?
Yeah, it'll probably be a $50 figure.
Can't ask anybody. I'm sure all the Legions guys are over watching Legions like shows and stuff.
$59.99.
$59.99.
$59.99. I don't know.
He's just making up prices.
Just making shit up.
Well, Sully said on the show.
It's gonna be $59.99.
Yeah, AI is terrible. I know Ty probably hates AI. He's an artist.
It is terrible. Oh,
Yeah, people's doing
I'll discuss
AI,
it.
BT. Yeah,
That's what's pissing me. We'll talk about it later. When we talk about the guy, the behind the. Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. So winter is coming. Winter is coming. I remember somebody saying that, right? Winter is coming.
Some wise man.
Yeah, some guy. Yeah, some guy. But yeah, trying to prep people, for some of these things that happen, and I know somebody commented to me about. They said, winter's over with Paige. I'm like, not technically, but like, you still have some of that carryover, from the last episodes we've been talking about, like how all these figures are. There's the dates haven't changed, but they're still coming, as well as You know, I even said it before. Yeah, Toys Fair is coming up, 112 days coming up, so we might have some of that stuff. You got to factor that in, and here we are. So, yeah.
And 112, a lot of things are already shipping. That was just a
Yes.
couple of days ago, and they're already shipping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's some interesting stuff with that too. We'll talk about that in a second. But just to give everybody a little bit of a heads up, if you were into the Turtles, the '90s Turtles, you're on the fence. That's waitlisted. Batman, the animated series, that waitlisted. And also, everyone knows this is not a plug for Mezco. I don't work for Mezco. I don't make commission for Mezco. There's no affiliate links or anything else like that. This is just helpful information for people because I saw this probably a couple of days before 112 day. But if you're looking for anything from this list, this was a couple of days ago. It might have changed because people were on the site, but they have a bunch of stuff that they just reloaded onto the site.
Oh, sweet.
I'll scroll down. Some of the highlight stuff that people, oopsie.
Charm of the show.
I know, charm of the show. That's where you know it's not AI.
Shameless plug. Go follow him on Facebook.
I haven't posted yet. I thought it was gonna be too much. I'm like, because this week was so busy. I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. That's guy's like, God, stop posting Mezco shit.
You don't want to be that guy that posts like 4 Mezco pictures in one day. I hate those guys. I hate those guys.
You do that, Sully.
I know. That's why it's funny.
But hey, Chew, good to see you. But
Hey,
if you are looking for any of this stuff, I'll post it later. But I'm not gonna put links because I don't want people to think that they're affiliate links. But there's a couple of really good things that I've seen on the aftermarket, and there's some things that people may be interested in. I've heard people asking for Green Goblin. That's available again. They put up Deadpool.
I want the Shadow.
No, I did look for that.
I was in the middle of moving and I couldn't buy anything. I was on a freeze.
The original Shadow or the
newest one? I mean, I would take either one, but
well, fun fact for you. I don't know if you know this. So
probably not.
The Shadow becomes public domain later this year.
Okay.
So, and they haven't done anything. They haven't filed for renewal or anything, whoever had the rights to it. So here's what I'm thinking. So the early radio shows, though, that stuff expires later in 2026. And then the Street and Smith stuff, like all the magazines and the comics, that expires next year.
Okay.
So I'm thinking if there's a company out there that wants to take a stab at it again, you'll probably see it within like a year or two because it's gonna be public domain.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I mean, wouldn't it make sense for Mezco? They already have the body.
They already have the dies, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It would make sense. It's public. Or somebody would make a very bad horror movie about it. But yeah, if you want, check this stuff out. It's on the Mezco website. There's a bunch of stuff in there. They charging and shipping stuff. They charged for Doc Savage. That's been charged, hasn't shipped. And then shipping news. Oh yeah, really quick before we go over this. There has been
Jesus.
I know, right? So before this wasn't on here, but I made a post about it too, but just so you're aware of it. There we go. Just so you're aware of it. If you get a chance to look at any of your orders, make sure that you do, because you're going to start noticing there's a handling fee that's been attached to your orders. It's around $10 average. And then it goes up a little bit if it's like double orders and stuff like that.
They can handle these.
But before, it wasn't publicized. There was a bunch of people saying, hey, what's this extra money on my account? Now it looks like Mezco has addressed it because they said, please note there'll be a price adjustment to your order due to the recently imposed government tax. So much winning. So that's why that's there. Here's the thing. and
Use
we've talked about
PayPal.
this.
You don't have to worry about it.
Well,
apparently.
that's the thing, because MC and I we've kind of been watching this for like the last. This happened probably about 4 or 5 releases ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like it was just people, getting orders but not seeing anything. And the part about it is that we've been watching it. I don't. Have you noticed anything coming out of your PayPal?
Mm-mm.
I had to stop using PayPal because it never works anymore when everybody in the world is trying to buy the same figure that I am. So now I just use my credit card.
I do too, but even with that, I haven't seen like this handling charge. I haven't seen any additional charges, and I haven't seen it applied when they ship it either.
Okay, so it's just so they tell you about it, but it doesn't actually happen.
I don't know.
For you.
No, I'm not special, bro.
No, I'm not saying for you, but I'm saying in your experience, it hasn't. They said it, but it didn't happen.
Yes, like
Not,
I don't know how
not
it's
because
working.
it's you.
Yeah, I don't know how it's working. Have you guys seen it, or has anybody?
I have
in the
not.
chat seen it?
I haven't noticed it, but I didn't really
Yeah.
pay attention to it.
Ow! Damn it!
Anyone in the chat received? Oh, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. And I've been keeping an eye on my PayPal, on my credit cards. You know how you'll just look for like something,
Mm-hmm.
and usually if it is, it's like an interest charge. I haven't seen anything additional. I'm not complaining. I'm just, trying to tell people, yeah, there's a handling charge, but look at your bank account or look at where you're getting charged from and see. I don't know if they're eating that. I don't know, but anyway. Also, something else that's going to be charged and shipped. I'm pretty sure not everybody's going to be interested in it. It's a cool set though, but the 5.89 Batman with the Batmobile, they're charging, and that's in the shipping queue.
Okay.
So, and now we'll start with the shipping. So, jumping a little bit ahead, but coming back, right? So they are shipping Crab Louie, Doc Nocturnal, Doc Shadow, and then also the Decapods. Shipping notifications for those have gone out.
There has been some talk about this red Doc Knock right there.
Yeah, you guys want to talk about that?
We can talk about. I don't know anything about it other than what I read in the same chat rooms that we're in. People seem to think that might be a hint at a new figure.
MC, what about you?
I like this version. I have the original. I hope they do it because it'd be kind of cool to get him on the updated body with what appears to be a different type of soft goods on him than the original, like that pleather that they have. It looks more like, I don't know. Looks more like the same material as Senor Blanco's shirt, his white shirt. That cloth.
Mm-hmm. I didn't get the original Doc Knock, so I don't have the plague mask that I really want.
Oh yeah. Maybe this one will come with it.
I just have the newest release. Not the newest,
Good release.
obviously. I tried to get rid of this background and it won't let me. Here,
dude, it's okay. It's the charm of the show, Sully.
So this is my first Doc Knock, and this was, I guess, my third Doc Knock because I got the winter Santa Claus Doc Knock.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite out of all of them so far?
I think I like this red one. I like the other one for the Santa suit, but I ripped his head off and put Gomez's head on it. So I wanted him for just the Santa suit for Gomez head to sit on it. But if I had a Doc Knock, this would be my favorite one that I have.
It's a good one, man.
The black one is cool. I want to tell you, he's a bitch to light. When I'm taking photos and he's all black and you're trying to light him and not have everybody else blown out, he was a little bit of a pain to light for me.
Yeah,
somebody cool like Henrock could probably pull it off in like 2 seconds, but
yeah, he's a contrast master, so he would know how to do it. He's like, this will offset that.
Yeah,
that white, the what you call it, the Doc Knock and the Yeti one. That one was hard. I didn't have problems with the all black one.
Hmm.
I thought I got pretty decent shots with that. But yeah, there's. I'm wondering about these glow in the dark ones, and then also just all this red. It's like those solid colors. If there's nothing to break it up, you know.
Mm-hmm. The glow in dark wasn't hard for me. I mean, I
Yeah.
bought a black light specifically so I could take some of the promo shots for them.
Yeah.
They glow well.
This could be a Toy Fair exclusive, or it could be packed with the Land Reaper. I know a lot of people. We even talked about it on the show, but how it had Doc Knock and it kind of threw everybody off because it had the white skull emblem and the white skull face, even though that's an alternate head. A lot of people knew it because they didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people, we talked about it too, like maybe they would package one of these with the Land Reaper. I'm glad that thing didn't drop.
Paige, just pull out the Land Reaper and open it. Show them what it comes with.
I can't not until it's officially associated. Just kidding. That thing's badass, man. But that was a prototype, and it was made of like different material. I don't know if you could do it in that material that they did it in. It was like some heavy resin. I would think it would be plastic, like the Rumbler or something. But it looked, man. I have shots on Instagram, but man, that thing is like detailed out, man. But underneath it, like there's all the gadgets and stuff in there. I really hope that they take their time and try to at least make it look like it did when it was displayed.
I'm still waiting for that big grub.
Oh,
We were
I'm waiting
just
for
talking
that
about
guy that they teased like 20 years ago.
yeah. MC and I were talking about this. We were like, "Where's the grub at?"
talking about it yesterday. That's crazy.
Yeah, like really quick with this. Yeah, there's different fabric with this. I mean, we don't know if this is the final version or not, but I think this is cool because it's not all that pleather. Like MC was saying, it's different material.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's not a pleather cape, so that's cool for some people that didn't like the cape or they're worried about breakdown and stuff like that. But this was cool for them to put this in here.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a fourth drop. I'd even put a placeholder for it just in case, but I'm glad that they didn't do this. I think this would have probably made people really mad. Where was I at? But yeah, so yeah, those things are shipping right now. And really quick, because I've gotten a bunch of messages about this. I try to make this really intentional for people so they know. Just because shipping notifications go out, it doesn't mean that they ship everybody's at the same time. So that's the reason why I say has begun shipping. Okay, so
Mine will be here Saturday.
it will. Nice.
Yeah. It is shipping, not for everybody. Because Paige is yours en route.
Mine, yes, I got one of my orders, like shipping for one of them. So
And make sure you pay attention to your, do your tracking, because I wasn't supposed to get Senior Blanco until tomorrow, and I got him like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Like it was scheduled Thursday, and I got him on Monday or Tuesday.
Isn't UPS great?
Yeah. I like when they under promise and over deliver.
Yep.
Yeah, I always. Well, mine. When I look at my tracking now, it says it's not going to get here until like the 18th or something.
Yeah.
So you'll get it tomorrow.
I was like, what?
All right.
Well, they push it because they get handed off. So I don't know. But we were talking, MC were talking about that too. Like it's just like buying toys, like if you missed out on a pre-order or something else, everyone's experience is different. For me, I haven't had a good experience with UPS. I like that they leave it at my door, but I'm not making posts about it,
Well, yeah.
Blanco came a day early. So yeah, but yeah, just remember if you get like shipping, it doesn't mean everybody's stuff is shipping at the same time. So it's just to kind of curb the 20 messages I got. 112 day. Let's talk about it.
Crazy day.
A lot of mixed emotions for this one.
Do you get a lot, like, because people know that you don't work for Mezco, but you're like
Mhm.
in with Mezco, so they see you as the headpiece that they can talk to. Do you get like a lot of texts or messages like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Yeah, but it's cool. I think a lot of people know that like I there's stuff that I if they say that I can talk about, I can talk about it. But if not, I don't say anything.
Oh
Because you
yeah.
probably know too, like you did a really good job of like you had that stuff. You
Oh,
know, we have
watching your
chats.
show last week, watching your show when you guys were trying to guess what was going to be released, I was like, "Oh my god, I need to stop watching your show because I can't deal with secrecy right now." I'm like, goodbye.
Yeah, you wanna talk about it, but you know you can't because you don't wanna. I don't want to betray that trust or anything. But it's
Right,
hard like to. But
right.
a lot of people are very respectful of it. There's some people because they want to know, but you know, even if there's something I do know, you can't
You
say
can't
anything unless they
tell.
say it.
Right.
Yeah. And so it's I wish that you could tell people certain stuff. We do on the show like sometimes they will tell me stuff and it gets worked into the show. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
we talk we've talked a lot about this dark shadow Doc Knock, right?
Mhm.
MC before, like we said, hey, I even said when it was happening, I'm like, you know, everybody's in the now. Just wait a little bit. It was in person. They know how popular it is. Just wait and see if they offer it later on, you know? And they did, but not to probably the extent that everybody wanted them to, but it happened, right? So, but we do that a lot. So, who's what? Who's the Mezco plug? I have a couple of grails that need fulfillment. Yeah, everybody does. But yeah, it's this yeah I get messages but you know I don't get them where they're just like come on tell me you know that kind of stuff it's
Okay.
you know I think people know you know they
They know that you can't really say. I mean, if you knew something, you've probably already have said it.
yeah and I'm not like dude I'm not like sitting in a boardroom with them or anything like that I mean it's you know but it's just you know I have a relationship with them but it's not like I don't think it's to the extent a lot of people think if that
Right.
makes it you
They
know
call it an entanglement.
an entanglement no. But it's cool because it sometimes like you get to see stuff and then sometimes you don't, and so it's cool to see how some of it pans out. You know, because you're still I'm a fan. I'm still get surprised, but 112 day. This was kind of I think this could have gone either way for people. Like I said, I think it's cool because I was very thankful and fortunate that I was able to score. I know MC you said you didn't, and then uh Sully, you got all this stuff before. So they had three offerings that they
Mhm.
put up. Did you guys I don't know. This is what I was gonna ask you guys. Did you guys feel like there was enough notification for this event? Because I've seen that uh around the groups and around, you know, the internets. That a lot of people felt that there wasn't enough notification.
Well, they had us post one picture the day before of all four characters. One of their briefs was they wanted us to all the pictures they wanted us to photograph. They wanted all the characters, all four, in the same picture.
I don't have them. I don't get them. Oh,
So
so the picture
so like
before?
the yeah, so the day before, like all four were showcased by me and the other folks that got them.
Mm-hmm.
What maybe could have been explained better that they were going to be released every 30 minutes because I don't think everybody knew that. You know, I had some friends who were like, "Oh, I didn't know there's going to be another one 30 minutes later." I was cooking a hot dog and missed out on the second one.
Yeah.
You know, literally they were making some food or something. They didn't know another one was going to come out in 30 minutes later.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So
So I don't know what else they could do really though. But I mean, they were announced that the day before that there's going to be four new figures, but three drops.
So, MC, what do you think? Like, because you were working a lot with this, so
Yeah, I had a bunch of meetings I was in. Um, and I was in contact with you, but I just happened to be in, unfortunately, a deep conversation during drop 2, and I didn't get the notification. I did, and I was able to step away, just put in my cart, and then it sold out while I was in my cart. So I mean, but it was Crab Louie that occurred on. So
Yeah.
and
I have a
So
question for you guys. Do you think they
Mhm.
should change their drops, except for like 112? I guess it has to happen on 112. But usually they do it on Wednesdays. But do you think they should change it to like Saturdays or Sundays when most people would have the day off that they could actually participate in buying? Because I did have somebody contact me who was a teacher, and they said I couldn't just tell my sixth graders, excuse me, I have to go buy a toy. And I'm like, well, you know what? As an educator, I think you are leading by example. So I did actually say, I said, good job for not like whipping out your cell phone and buying a toy while you're supposed to be teaching people. But do you think like maybe Saturdays or Sundays?
See, I don't know. Like, I think a lot of people don't look at the variables with this, and that's why I said there when I put it in the description, like the good and how they can improve. There were a lot of
Mhm.
stuff I liked about it, but there's also a lot of stuff that I understand. I don't think you can do it. It's 112 day. It was their day, right?
Right. You can't change
I
that day.
I don't think you can change that day. But also with what they put out, if it was a Saturday, it would have just gone quicker. Because so I mean, this day I think it's kind of like it's not really, but a regular pre-order, something like that, yeah, maybe something where people don't have to get like drug away from life. Because some people
Mhm.
can't get away.
Right.
Yeah, but for that, yeah, this one I just think was like different. I don't remember. So CTG said this too, and I was thinking about this, and I really try to think about it from the other side too. I was like, they plugged the hell out of this.
Right.
It was I think 4 or 5 days before the event. They kept doing it all through the weekend. They kept throwing that graphic, that with the Doc Nocturnal,
Hmm.
and then before somebody rages, hear me out. They 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 did all that through the weekend, right? And then they put the itinerary up. We even talked about that before, that they were going to have the itinerary, right?
Mhm.
And then they put out like on their channel. I know a lot of people aren't subscribed to that channel, their Instagram channel, but I'm listing other stuff. And then in
Right.
the groups, right? This is what I had. So, I'll put all of this stuff in the group. Like, hey, this is coming up, right? So
Mhm.
this is in the group, right? And then even in the other group, they had a post. And then they had the itinerary, then they had stuff that kicked off on it on the day of, right? You guys did your rollout. I think they did enough to say, hey, there's an event coming up, be ready,
Yeah.
right? I think the problem is that life gets in the way for a lot of people, and they're not on the internet a lot. And that's why I
Right.
think, like, if you're in the community, you've got friends and stuff like that, you need to reach out. But they're only, for me, in my opinion, there comes a time when it's like, yeah, how much notification can you really put out?
Right. Well, that's why I say you can't really change 112th day. It's going to land on whatever day it lands on. I was
Yeah,
just saying for like Wednesday drops, maybe
yeah. I just mean
Saturday.
because this one got so much flack about it.
Okay.
This one
I
caught a
get
lot
it.
of flack. Like I saw a lot of people say, "Hey, I didn't know anything about this," and I looked at it more of like, okay, well, I'm really entrenched in this, but I can see how somebody's just actually doing stuff, how they may not have get it, but like but how where's that line drawn at?
Right. I mean, there's a lot of people that work on the weekends too, so you can't please everybody all the time.
You're not like short of giving people an open pre-order, like doing it like you said on a Saturday, and then having an open pre-order for like Legions or Hasbro's doing, where you keep it open for an extended period of time. You're not going to please anybody, but that's not how that
Right.
company runs. They run on
Right.
a smaller production run, so they're
Right.
not going to, you know.
How many
MC,
do you
what do you
think
think?
they? How
Hmm?
many do you think they run? Like Doc Knock, did they make 500, 1,000? Do
Oh,
you?
I wouldn't be able to say.
Okay.
I know the number. It wasn't big,
Okay.
so like that was a limited thing.
Okay.
MC, like, well, what do you think? Because like we see MC, you see stuff in the groups. how people will say if a pre-order goes up and it lasts more than an hour, people are like, "Oh, I guess this is a bust. I guess
Yeah, yeah,
people don't like it." So where's that come into play too? If it sells out too quick, it sucks. But if it's up for too long, that means the product sucks. So
yeah.
like, where's the balance?
I, I mean, Mezco collectors are so fickle. You know, like honestly, they really are. Like, what was that one Rumble Society figure that lasted forever?
So Slugfest.
Yeah, Slugfest. You know, like everybody was hyped about it, and maybe they overproduced it, or I don't know. But I mean, you know, that hung around forever. I don't see any. I don't remember anybody really complaining about it though. You know, when they had it in hand and stuff. I thought it was a good figure, old body, but it was cool. I just think a lot of the, you know, when it sells out fast, it's the people that maybe didn't get it that bitch the loudest.
I think that's the thing. I think it's more of like it was a limited quantity something, and that's FOMO, and everybody wants it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If you attach a number to something, or if it's they've advertised where a product will say limited edition exclusive and it lasts a while. And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, that default is always, oh, I guess nobody likes this character, or I guess because they'll say why hasn't it sold out yet.
Right.
So I think when you slap a number on there or you slap something like that where it sells out, everybody starts panicking. You know,
Mm.
but these are all up for wait list. I'm not saying that
And I
they're
always tell
gonna
people, I'm like, if you missed out, get on the wait list because I've been flipped over from the wait list a number of times.
yeah. And then I had a question about that too. Like it was more of what makes an offering more desirable? Is it the fact that it did sell out really quick, or is it the character? Because
I think it's
sometimes it
the
seems like
character.
it's
For me, it's the
sometimes I
character.
think it's
Yeah, it's
more of
character
like
to me.
the number.
I just want people to be able to get what they want. Honestly, sucks when things sell. Obviously, like I'm experiencing it right now, but you know, I feel I've genuinely, and look back at other shows, I've genuinely felt bad for people that have missed out on things. Like, and there's somebody, I hooked somebody up with a very limited release once at cost. I mean, I'm not a
Hmm.
sucker, and I'm not pledging for anybody to help me out by no means. Like, I'll figure it out, like, I'm just saying, like, it just sucked because I knew that this person really wanted that character. He really thought it was really cool. And I ordered two, and I'm just like, here, man, I got you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
Patrick Patrick's asked about the unit number. So they used to publish the unit numbers on the shipper boxes, the outside shipper boxes, and I know I tracked them. I think Dorklair tracked them too, and so but they got rid of those, and so now unless you are you have some kind of like position at the company, they don't release those production numbers because of the fact that it sometimes does drive the aftermarket.
mm-hmm.
They, so they strip that stuff away. They might do some special releases where they say there's only going to be 500, but that's advertised on the page. There's a different mindset. It sells out fast. It's better. Yeah, I agree. I was off track with something. You guys just said something too about it. Mm, where was I at? Yeah. Well, so yeah, yeah. I think there was enough publicity. I think for that, I think you got to make a little bit of effort. You know?
Especially on 112 day. You know it's coming. You know
Yeah,
they're dropping something on 112. That's their whole thing.
yeah. But if I knew it was going to be a challenge to get something at any time, I think you have to be at least a little bit plugged in. And I'm sorry, I say this all the time too. I know people don't, for whatever reason, they don't want to like look at any kind of information I put out, or they don't want to follow me. That's totally cool. But I honestly think you're cutting off an avenue. There's people that cover the line out there, but I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of times they don't know a lot. To be honest with you, I watched like 3 videos this weekend. I'm like, what the hell are these guys talking about? It did like there's solid information. You can go to Mezco's IG channel. I would say go into these groups, but there's people out there that cover this stuff that will give you good information and keep you abreast of it. But like some of that stuff, it's got to fall on some people too. They're not gonna, you know, they're not gonna just like handhold and say, hey, guess what? This is coming out. They have newsletters. They publicized it. I don't know. I thought they did a good job with that. 112 day. They got this contest running right now. Sully's probably gonna win it again.
Yeah.
I didn't even enter it, so I will not win it.
He's giving time for us commoners.
Well, you
You
know
have a
what?
chance.
When I get 4 figures, I'm like, you know what? I don't need anything else. I'm good.
Yeah. Well, that's one of you. Maybe Henrock will drop out and we'll have a chance. Not disrespect you. You're an awesome shooter, man. I just mean we're all gonna have to be competing with Henrock because he's good, man. Jesus.
Yes, he is. Him and Marty. Marty, what's up, Danger?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Yeah.
People.
Well, if you get a chance, this is a random contest they have right now that's going on. They don't go by who the best shooter is. I can tell you that. They look at some of that stuff, but they have this contest right now that was actually put out too. I wanted to highlight this really quick. Happy 112 day. But this is so I looked over this. I didn't see anywhere on here where it said that they were going to do drops every hour. I think what happened with this was people got used to these conventions and how they do it every hour, and they just assumed it. And I actually saw some people in the group saying, "Yeah, they're going to be doing it every hour." Like you got to like watch who you're getting your information from. Like if it's not on here or somebody reliable hasn't told you, I would take some of that stuff with a grain of salt. But I didn't see it on here. Did you guys? Am I missing it or?
No,
Nope.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I think people just got wrapped up in the con schedule, but they put this out there. If you hashtag 112 day and you put your picture up, it's going to be chosen randomly. I think they're doing different price tags, but they also have this one that you get all 12 of these figures. I think it's the next slide. There you go.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so this is like the grand prize pack. And again,
Really?
this is all random. Like it's like even down here they even say it if you're not a fan, you just want to do stuff. But this is something else I wanted to highlight too. So I looked at this and it said 12 and I'm like, but this says here and there's only like 9 of these. But if you count the 3 exclusives, then this is equal out to 12. Another thing I wanted to point out on here is that if you notice, they have some of these upcoming figures like Wolverine, Deadpool, those are already out, but Thor's on there. I was gonna make CC smile tonight. Batman the Animated Series, Joker, these are all on here, and some of these have already come out. So I'm thinking that these are in the queue and getting ready to come. Because why would you include it in a pack?
Right.
Unless you're gonna take an extended period of time to put it out. I don't know. Why not just take pre-orders like Four Horsemen? The FOMO is intentional and it's not cool, in my opinion. So what if you have a small production run?
So you're gonna be pissed off twice.
Well, let's say you're only making 1,000 figures. Why would you do a pre-order if you know those 1,000 are going to sell out?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it would make it fair if it was pre-order, but it's the same concept, right? It would be like first come, first serve. And it wouldn't really be a pre-order because you put the pre-order up for 1,000 figures and then it would close. Like in how many minutes? It would kind of be the same concept.
I said you'd be pissed off twice. You'd be in there the first time you miss out, and then the second time because the window's cut in half. Then
I think like a lot of people feel like this company is ran like other companies. Like they should. Maybe the thought is that they should do pre-orders for their own IP too.
which they have.
They have, but you also got to think if they did pre-orders, are Mezco collectors patient enough to wait for it? Because you're doing a pre-order, right? you do it for a period of time, right?
Mhm.
You do it for a month, and then you collect 10,000, right? And then you say, okay, these are the ones. Then you got to take that order and you put it off to the factory. You say, we need this many, instead of like a buy it now, and then they just make a bunch of them. They do it as a buy it now, and then it sells out. That's why I keep saying the wait list is important.
Mhm.
Like, how many times have we seen like the wait list over the last year? Like all these big sets that a lot of people were paying a lot of money for, or they really wanted, like the Turtles, Casey Jones, the Power Rangers. Gosh, Sparky, Dick Tracy, the Blank. Mezco never fulfills the wait list, no matter her, whatever.
Sometimes
But
it's 2. I think one time I got one that was like 2 years. I was on the wait list for 2 years, and I think they re-released it or something. I don't know what happened. They found one in the warehouse. I don't know, but
Move
I
the
got it
box.
like two years later. It's pretty cool.
yeah, my secondary is the secondary market so fickle. Yeah, but that's collectors. Collectors are doing that to collectors. That's not Mezco.
Yep.
I like the buy it now releases way more than the pre-order. So do I. Charge it to the game. Yep, Ty said it. Charge it to the game. I'm just having figure my prize pack. And when I asked for the gift card, they told me my prizes were going to be sent out. I haven't heard back. Yeah, so CC had, how long did CC wait, MC?
2 years.
Yeah, he was waiting 2 years for his prize pack, and then he 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 got that, or he contacted him. They offered him a gift card, and then the gift card was,
It's pretty big.
yeah, it was. I guess there's this focus on, and I'm guilty of charge because I just did it for this, but there's a value placed on like free prizes, and people are like, I should get this much amount of money for it if that was the prize pack, even if it's free. So I don't know, but I would contact them and say, hey, I'm just reaching out. I haven't heard anything again. I keep hearing a lot of people talk about the customer service lately. But yeah, you got this prize pack really quick. The top, if you look at the top really quick, sorry, it says like the 112 exclusive. That's all three of them. So you get all three of these, and then you'll get all of these. And then I think I totaled it out. You know how much all this is? The value of this is?
Hmm.
Well, we'll say 400 for the first one, then 120 for each additional.
Yeah, like $1,500.
Oh, okay. Yep, 1501. 1501.
I did not see the show notes.
Yeah.
That was shooting from the hip.
Real, it was Dr. Winners and Losers. It can be a little bit of both. It wasn't into the three, so it's no big deal. But the collector in me might be into winners and losers. Yeah, that's the thing. Like it was a limited. I'm not saying that like it sucks if you missed out on it, because it does. I just I need Sparky so bad. The Amazing Review. Yeah. I just think it's one of
That's
those.
your problem watching The Amazing. You watch
Yeah.
him and you'll buy whatever the fuck he's showing, because
It's like, look at this number 2 pencil.
Yeah.
Every time I watch one of his videos, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it's not
Need to go
sharpened
buy a
either.
bottle of water.
It's not sharpened either.
Yeah.
But they had these, and then yeah. So go, and if you're wanting to do that contest, I would say, hey man, go for it. You might miss out on one of these prizes that we are talking about that you missed out. But to go back really quick with this, so these were shipping, and originally what I thought is like I saw a lot of people. So for context and to show both sides of this, right? I thought these were probably going to ship out separately, right? Because I saw one thing that a lot of people were talking about. Well, why didn't they just combine shipping? I thought they were going to ship out separately because, one, you don't know even though they say it's a buy it now, sometimes they're still waiting for it to come in. You
Mhm.
don't know if it's going to go to the New York shipping stop or if it's going to go to Fife, right? So that could be a reason why you might pay separate shipping. But fast forward 2 or 3 days, all of these are shipping out at the same time. So mine, when I was doing my total for mine, uh, I paid $133 in shipping.
Oof.
So I completely understand how cool it would have been to bundle it up because there's a little bit of a price difference too with um if you bought two of them. Like for one, like Doc Nocturnal was like $24. And when I bought two, like Crab Louie, it might be different dimensions, but it's like $33. You know what I mean? Here's a good example. So I double dipped and I got I got two decapioids, right? That was
Mhm.
$47 in shipping cost. But I bought one and it was 29. So I'm saving $18, but if you order more, I know a lot of people can't do that, but you know what I mean?
Right.
But to have all that stuff combined. So do you think that this is something that should have had the option of like combining all of it, combining shipping?
Yes. I mean, like anything to save a collector money, of course, I think. But like it's kind of a little bit of a logistics nightmare as well. I don't know what, I don't know shipping or receiving. I don't know anything about that in my line of work, of course, but I can't assume it's easy.
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry, I'm
That's
laughing at.
no, you're good. But I just can't assume it's easy to, oh, let's see, let's find all of Paige's order. Like how non-productive that is truly, like pull all of Paige's orders out first and then, all right, like let's go off this pallet, grab, this, then go over to this pallet, grab this, grab two of the, like I think that would be a lot of work.
I want to circle back to this one, but because everybody's talking about that, like the itinerary thing. Yeah, but do you think that would be something in good faith to the customers? Like if this is all theory anyway, because some people weren't able to get all of these,
Right.
but let's say you were able to get, I don't know, let's just say you were able to get Crab Louie and the decapods. Do you think that that's a step of like good faith for the company to say, okay, this should combine the shipping, to kind of save some money for some people?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be great if they did that by all means. Like,
Yeah,
I think,
definitely. If they could.
yeah.
Mm.
But
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
at what sacrifice for productivity, like, because time is money and space, the more they move out, the more space they got in their warehouse to bring in more shit. And the less that Kevin's making in overtime pay,
Mm-hmm.
boxing up my stuff.
Probably a bonus for all people that might have been nice to help. Yeah, with shipping. That's so yeah. So here's another thing. I didn't see a lot of people mention this. I think because it sold out so fast. But since these were limited, because they did this. Sully, you can probably confirm this, right? The Dark Nocturnal Dark Shadow Edition. That is probably the same box and everything that they had from before, right?
Yeah.
So that was limited there. That was an in-person exclusive. You couldn't get it online, and then they made it available online, which I thought was cool. But obviously, there was going to be limited quantities, so it sold out so fast. I don't know who did what, but do you think for something like that and Crab Louie and maybe even the Decapods that it would have been that maybe a purchase limit would have been good? Because there was no limit, and you don't know who bought how much.
Right. Yeah. Perhaps because I can see, I've had to buy aftermarket figures. It sucks when somebody buys like 100 of them and then they sell them on eBay, but then there's nowhere else you can go. But them to buy them from.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, I think, you know, because I think there should be a limit. You know, maybe 5.
Uh,
You know, instead of having, I don't know how scalpers work, but there are some people on eBay where like we have 20 available. Like, how do you have 20 available?
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen that. That's why you take pre-orders so you know how to make. Come on, man. That's how it's obvious. I think you're thinking about a bigger company like Hasbro or a company like Mythic Legions that plans out the release.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that you're taking in consideration that Mezco has traditionally done these small runs.
Right.
That
And
they
they want,
do. Huh? I'm sorry.
no, that's right. And they need to get rid of them. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
they don't.
We've
I
used
was
this
trying to think
example
about what
before.
you guys were talking about, like pre-orders. You know, they might have to order them in batches of 500.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't take 1,200 orders. They can only take 1,000 orders, or they can only
Mm-hmm.
take 1,500 orders.
Right.
So you know, I don't know how it works, but I'm sure it's not like I can't order 12,021 of these.
Yeah. It's also we talked about this before. It's not an excuse, but like you also have like to take into consideration like the character. I know that Gomez is popular, right?
Mm,
Like it's you doing a
well, for me.
pre-order for that. But they've also had where you have characters that the community has shown interest in. Like I can remember everybody's talking about Slugfest and how long did that sit on there for?
Mm-hmm.
So even it works the opposite way too. Even if they made a certain amount of that product, it doesn't guarantee that it's going to sell out.
Right.
Was he the
And that's
112-day guy?
Mhm.
Was Slugfest like a prior 112-day release?
I don't remember him being one. I'd have to look. It's been a while for him.
Oh, there's a place that we could find that information.
I know, yeah. I just don't want to go back and dig into it.
No, I know. I just
I
But
got
yeah,
mine
it's
from
a
Crooked
different
Ninja
company,
Turtles.
man.
So
I know you're not going to understand it, or you may not agree with it. But that's why I brought up the point about would you be okay with waiting for it? And a lot of people they're not. They're
I
not.
would be okay.
I would be okay too, but that I
There are
mean
some
that's
people that are
really
not. I know a lot of people bitched about Batman taking forever, 89 taking forever to come out.
I see so many people comment that, oh, finally, they go, finally. They'll say that. I saw somebody say it on like the Doc Savage post I put. They were like, finally. And I was like, finally? And it's like,
Like 6
and they're
months.
like, yeah, it takes so long. I don't think people understand that it's on their website. When you start explaining stuff, people think that you're like making excuses for them. It's like, no, it's like you're asked a question and you're trying to answer it and tell them the information is on the website. It says that it's between 2 to like 18 months, right?
still.
That's it. And
Right.
so it's going to be within that range. So somebody says, "Oh, finally," and it's like, well, that figure just was on pre-order like in 2024. So it's essentially only like 13 months. It's still within the time frame. You know, I think a lot of people lock into the whole Batman stuff, and you know, they
Right.
and they're not absolved of stuff too. Like there's times when they say on the website it says that if it's a buy it now, it's in stock, it ships immediately unless it's otherwise specified, right?
Right.
So yeah, it's the same thing. You got to live and you got to die by whatever you put on the website. But I think a lot of people don't understand like that company Mezco. They don't operate like other companies. They don't have the revenue capital to do like Hasbro. You know what I mean? They're not like a multi-billion-dollar
Right.
company.
They're not in every
And
Target or Walmart.
yeah.
I got a Legion's pre-order that's well over 2.5 years old.
No, we don't talk about that.
I know. But they're not getting very close to old, but there's the usual suspects in the Legions that aren't talking shit about that were crying about Batman 89.
Well, there's that. There's like, what was that? There was like a Muff Toys. There's another figure.
Yeah, I
And
was about to say the Muff Superman. I waited for like 2.5 years for that
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
bad boy to come out.
And that same attention is not put to that. And dude, and I'm not making excuses for them, and I'm not trying to dog on another company, but it comes to a point. It's like, yo, it's a company. Everybody has difficulties or challenges that they have to try to overcome to give that offering to. The thing is that, you know, it's going to take a while to get that stuff, you
I
know,
don't
and you
I
just
don't
have
own
to
a toy
decide.
company, so I don't know their challenges. So I got no ground to stand on. Like, those
Yeah.
are-
I asked the guy the other day, he started going off on stuff and he was like, they need to do this, they need to do this. And I was like, well, it sounds like you got answers. I was like, how would you solve how would you solve the problem if like the container that you were going to use, it got I don't know, it had damage on it and then they can't ship your order. How are you going to handle that? Are you going to expedite it? You're gonna pay extra money, and if that you're gonna do that, where does that money? Who are you gonna do? You're gonna suck up the cost, or you're gonna pass it on to the customer? How many times are you gonna keep doing that before you start losing money? What happens when your shipment? And I know a lot of these guys understand this concept because I've seen like smaller toy companies put it out, like Mythic Legions or any of these guys that are doing their own toy lines. What happens when your toy line gets stuck in customs?
yeah.
What do you do?
Right.
Granted, you're going to say, yeah, you communicate with your customers, but I keep saying it all the time. It doesn't matter what excuse or reason you give somebody. They don't want that. They want their toy. You could keep telling somebody, yeah, you know, it's delayed, and you see the comments. So it's like, what is it? Honestly, I hate pre-orders. And this shows the difference. There's some people, like you said, some people are good with it, some people aren't. Let's get off this.
Yeah.
It's fucking tangent about this. But yeah, so like these went up. Doc went up. That was the first one, and it went really quickly, right? Because it was a limited edition. They didn't have a lot. This was like kind of like carryover from the other one that they took, so there
It
wasn't
was
going
the
to be a lot.
fastest.
Yeah, it went really fast. Did you guys try for this or no?
Yeah, I got that one page.
You did get that one.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Congrats, man. Sully, did you try for any of these because you
I
had them
did
already?
not.
Or?
Yeah, I already had them. I don't need. I'm not greedy.
Oh, see, he was nice about it.
See?
So, this is one thing I noticed about this that I actually liked. Okay, I like the fact that they didn't put all three of these up all at the same time because I think it would have just tore up the website. I
Right.
think you would have more people complain about that. What did you guys like that, or did you think that they should have just put them all up?
No, I like the spacing.
Even though I'm a victim of not getting everything, I agree. Because I remember, wasn't it like Red Eye Night that they released with Palama Rook? And then like
Yeah,
the
I
Great
think so.
Gremlins when they released, you know, that you don't even realize that they drop because you're
Oh,
just
yeah.
fixated on what you're you know, what the first thing that pops up. And it's easy to miss out on things that way.
Why wouldn't they have prizes aside to set for ship at right after the concerts? Why would you do a giveaway for something that you don't have in stock? I don't know. That's probably a question for them. I've seen many times they've had contests where they've waited because that figure wasn't out yet. Nosferatu was one of those from last year. Do you remember that, MC?
Mhm. Yeah.
So
You know, and also a couple of times I've won Mezco Mondays, and it takes 6 months before you win a figure that's been out for 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's just something they do. Sometimes you have to just realize how a company is. You can't make them be how you want them to be. They are what they are.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think that one company is ran the same across the board, and that's just not the way it is. Otherwise, you would be getting Mezco drops like Hasbro, like in the night, and it says it's supposed to come out and it come out a month early. I think that's a great contrast. How many times is like what is the reaction when Hasbro puts up something and they said it's going to come out? Like remember last year, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is going to come out in February. Go look at those comments and see what everybody says. Oh, they're just dropping way too much stuff. I can't keep up with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's you gotta pick a lane. I understand the
Yeah.
argument, but like there's sometimes like some of these comments and stuff that like or things that hills that people want to stand on, it doesn't make sense. I mean,
It
you can go
doesn't.
in our it doesn't because you can go in our group right now. There's people said that they couldn't afford some of this stuff that's going on, or they can't afford some of the stuff that's going to be dropping. But you want them to continue to drop it? You want
Yeah.
more? You want the Reaper now?
No, you don't want that.
Dude, it's okay. Just slow down. Enjoy your toys that you got right now. Just like, I don't sometimes it doesn't make
Right.
sense.
It is,
But
it's a double-sided, I think of it, it's horrible when people miss out on things or, things drop the way they drop or something, but it's also cool at the same time because they love the company so much. That's why they complain, or why we complain. I'm not saying that I haven't complained before, but that's why we complain, because we like Mezco so much. I mean, it's kind of cool that they complain because that means they care. If you think about it, if you think about it on the flip side, people missing out on figures and stuff, they complain because they love the company so much and they just wish they had what they wanted, I guess.
Oh yeah, I believe like they're very passionate about it. I think you got to like channel that passion, you know,
Yeah.
to do stuff like start saying, hey, missed out, get on the wait list or something like that, or have conversations like this, like how I know some of this stuff is like going pro for them, but I that's why I talked about the shipping part of it. Combined shipping.
Mhm.
I think I agree with the drop part of it too. I don't think that they thought about that. I think that they just thought everybody was going to be tuned in. But if it was me, that's something I would take note of. I'd be like, okay, well, next time 112 day, because 3 releases, that's a lot. You
It was a
know,
lot.
I,
A schedule would have been cool. Like the same. I mean, everybody knows it starts at 1 usually, but
yeah,
to bet, hey, and the next drop's going to be at 1:30, and the next drop's going to be at 2. So make
yeah.
sure you're stay tuned for those times.
Hmm.
Go take a bathroom break if you're at work or whatever.
Right. NECA did free shipping for their 2012 TMNT. If you bought from them, the shipping was a logistical nightmare. Boxes separate. Yeah, they've done that. Mezco's done that too. Like they free ship their Static 6 stuff. They've done free shipping for what? What did the Vortex strike suit? Wasn't that free?
Yes.
I'm
They've
telling you,
done
Ben
that
has
too.
had so much problems with shipping from multiple of companies.
Yeah,
He's still waiting for his Beetlejuice. He didn't order it from Mezco, but he's
yeah,
he's got he's got it's coming in the mail now apparently. So
yeah.
hopefully.
I hope they do another drop like Mr. Blanco, made to order. Well, so really quick, like, since it's going down that road, what do you think guys think about that? Do you think everything just should be made to order? And if it was, would you be patient enough to wait for it because you're putting in the order and then you're sending it off?
I would be. I know not everybody is like me.
Patient like us. Yeah.
Yeah. Some people want it right away, you know.
Yeah. MC, would you want it? Like, because this one, all of them sold out like so quick, Like,
Yeah.
and I know a lot of people, I still think that there's a chance, honestly, for Crab Louie.
For the wait list to
Wait list?
convert.
Yeah, I think that if they saw enough demand for it, I think that they would. I don't know if they would do the Dark Shadow like the Doc Knock one. I think they want that to be a limited kind of thing.
Yeah, I hope they do. Like biased opinion.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't know how popular the character was because the first version that sold out really quick too. So I don't know. I think if they had enough, they'd probably do it. But and then what else? Sorry, there's like messages. They're like, when's this getting shipped? But, so yeah, really quick. So I don't know. I have this on there, but anyway. So like Crab Louie, let me switch over here real quick too. What did you guys have like one that you really thought was like the home run for you out of these three? Because I think a lot of the consensus is like these are like reissues, which is cool, I guess, if you're trying to
My,
save money.
my favorite out of them was the Crab Louie. I thought he was the best one out of the three.
We should highlight that because you have all this stuff right now.
Yes, it's true. I wish he would have, some of the pictures I've changed that hat to be a white hat. I wish he would have come up with a white hat just to match his pants, that white fedora. And I used, in one of the pictures, I used Casino Gomez for the white jacket. I had it throwing it over the back of his shoulder, draped over his shoulder. A lot of people message me like, does he come with that white hat? Does he come with the jacket? I'm like, no, he doesn't come with those things.
Did you get a lot of questions?
I got a few. I didn't get that many. Not as much as last time, I don't think.
This is Sully's Instagram page. Please go follow him. I'm not just saying this because you're on, bro. I love your work. I really do.
Thank you.
This is your new one.
Yeah, that was one that I shot some. Like I said, I shot so many for 112 day. They told me when they wanted me to post, and that's when I posted. So I had a whole bunch of leftover pictures. I just wanted to show the difference between the two, in case people didn't have the first one. Because their heads are different. He's got an orange head on the new body, and he's got a blue head kind of for the original body, and his arm is different colors. You can see the picture. His arm is orange on the new body and blue on the original body.
Oh, okay. So there are like I noticed that too, the head and everything too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a true repair. Have you noticed anything like sculpting wise or anything different like from this one?
Nope. They still both have the same mom on their heads, and they still got the same crack with the whatevers.
This was cool that they
Stitches.
added this, I thought.
Yeah, that was the one new accessory that they had with the new Crab Louie.
Oh, what is it? Hello, that guest is these man. I love Mezco, but we don't have to bend over backwards to pretend that they have the greatest business practices. I don't think that we've ever like glazed it so much to say that they're not perfect.
No, not at all.
We've talked about customer service. We've talked about shipping, times or estimated release date times. I just think that if it gets to a point where every time you talk about a company and you say something, you're like, I don't like it. I never understand why somebody keeps collecting it then. There's so many other options.
Why are you miserable and still giving them your money?
Yeah, it's almost like, again, like,
knock it off.
Yeah, if the company's not good, then there's other companies out there that'll be able to like do what you want. I know somebody might even say, well, I just want the company to do better. Yeah, that's true. But what happens if they don't? Eventually there comes a time when you gotta be like, okay, I gotta either cut down how I'm collecting this line, or I need to find another line because obviously they're not changing, and obviously it's working for them. Whether somebody agrees with it or not, they're selling stuff and doesn't make it right. But I wouldn't want to be that pissed off all the time. Like, every time I go, God, it's like you're supposed to have joy over this. Like, you got legends, you got legions, you got third-party companies.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like it's not that big of a deal.
Don't have battered bitch syndrome over this company.
It's like that, man. Like, really quick. So a friend of mine, when he was trying to say, he said something about it, and I said it's almost like akin to having your girlfriend cheating on you. First time you talk to your friend, you're like, man, my girlfriend cheated. Oh man, that sucks, man. What are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, she cheated on me. I'm thinking about taking her back or something like that. And then he comes to you a week later. You cheated on me again. She cheated on me again. She cheated on me again. You don't have like the same empathy anymore, right? Because you're like, okay, you're making this decision to stay here,
Right.
Why do you want to be miserable? Some people's experiences aren't like other people's. I don't try to shit on anybody, but I don't want to like sit there and listen to somebody like complain about it all the time. It's like, bro, Jesus. I got InArt.
I just shot the InArt Batman today. It's freaking phenomenal.
Is it scale?
Maybe not that, since it's pre-order, because obviously I got the old one.
Yeah. Oh, that's the question I had. Are you guys Doc knocked out?
I am. Yes.
I would definitely jump on board the red one. The Red Death, a new Red Death. But they can wait a little bit to release that. Give us something else. Because we've gotten a lot in the last.
You know what? We need a new vapor. We haven't had a vapor in a minute. I mean, we had Jackie Vaporoni.
Oh, I'll
The
take
green one.
Letterman, please, sir. I'll take
Come on,
Letterman.
Yeah.
We need a red. We need a red one. We could get a black one. We could. I mean, they got green, white, and blue so far.
Yeah, I want that Letterman. I'm pretty sure they'll throw out some things like that. But you guys aren't. You guys. I thought about that. I thought about like Doc Knock because they had those two that back to back, and then they just had this one that they offered. Not a lot of people could get it, and then they teased this one. But people seem like they're really good with this red one that could possibly be coming out. I hope it's not hard to get, honestly.
Yeah. Because
of the things that like happened Christmas time, those two dropped kind of close, and that's hard times for people. I'm hoping that this this Red Death one that they have or whatever they want to title it, I hope it's easy for people to get.
Agree.
But you're not Doc Knock, or are you suited out? Because they've had a lot of figures that have suits, and
it's not McFarlane Batman bad yet, but we're getting there.
Oh, you're getting to the edge of it?
Yeah. I don't
He's like, after the red one, I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good question I have for you, for everybody, really. So, you know how Red Hood came out last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this Doc Knock came out last year as well. Crab Louie doesn't really fall in that. But if they re-release a figure or they do another one, does that actually count for the next year? Do you guys think?
No, I'd say it's still the previous year. If it's the exact same figure, then it's the same figure as last year.
So you wouldn't count it, even though some people may not have been able to get it. It doesn't go on the roster for that year.
No, because like look at Vapor. Because was that a year apart also with Vapor? Or did that? Well, they did like 3 releases of that, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they did Burner, they did Vaporoni.
I mean, like the original Blue Vapor, didn't they release him 2 more times after the original release?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I got the Frenchie 500 going on right now.
I know they got zoomies, don't they?
I think I got it in the second release. So
yeah, I thought there was a third one of just the original release.
Oh Lord, who is this guy? You got to let that word go, bro. Just because somebody likes a line or they find enjoyment in it, it doesn't mean that you label them.
Yeah,
dude, you guys got to pick a new buzzword. It's using it as an excuse when somebody likes something you call shill. Dude, are we in high school? Why are we calling people names anymore, bro? Jesus. Oh, what were we talking about?
Next year's.
Oh yeah. Do you have it for that? Like, is it gonna be? Do you count it because they came out?
I don't, because I'm not gonna buy it twice.
Yeah, I gotta put this up really quick because we weren't even looking at it. There was something I was gonna put up because it had. Sorry, Sully. Can I go through your pictures?
Sure.
Afterwards?
I don't care.
We should just give Sully like highlight right now because you have the stuff, right? Do you want to do spotlight? Do you want to do spotlight?
What is that?
I'll like show any of the stuff that you really liked about the figure or which one of them. Or would you like to talk about your process? Like when you got, were you surprised? Like, because you probably got something saying, hey, would you like to do it? And then they send you all these figures. I can't imagine how that would be.
You
like,
get a big box.
It was a big box. It was a big box. I was like, oh my God. I think.
Is this the aircraft carrier?
Right?
Yeah.
And then they wanted I usually photograph one figure, maybe 2 at a time. And they wanted all 4 figures to be in the same picture. That was pretty much the brief. They just wanted all the characters in the same picture. So for me, that was difficult. So a challenge. And like I said, I was sick at the time when I was doing them.
Uh-huh.
So, but it was freaking, and so it's different when I had one, because they asked me to do it once before with Crab Louie. It was
Mm-hmm.
only one figure. But when you got like three, three boxes, you really want to do a good job because
Mm-hmm.
now you have a lot of money that they gave you to photograph their pictures. So
Did you feel pressure? Like a lot of pressure?
it wasn't like a lot of pressure, but I wanted them to get their money's worth. You know what? You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they gave me something, and I want to give back an equal or more amount.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to do a bad job. I'd be like, well, they wasted their money sending me these figures. That's just the way I am, and I constantly over analyze everything that I do.
We all do, man. So
So
I have a like, can you talk about, are you comfortable talking about like your process, like what you go
sure,
through for maybe a project? Because I think
yeah,
it's like interesting because I'm not just saying this, I think you're very talented. And so
Mhm.
it'd be cool to like just hear how you, maybe just one of the figures that you had, like how you came up with your concept or like, and then how kind of you went about it and what challenges or adjustments that you made, whether they were good or bad, you know?
Okay, yeah. Um, a lot of times I come up with ideas while I'm editing a current picture.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of
Sorry.
the pictures, I haven't posted on Instagram yet, but I have Doc Knock being held by the two Decapod gangs, and he's kicking Crab Louie in the chest, because he's being held so he can kick him.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow, I had the characters on my desk, and I was looking at one of the Decapod gangs, and I saw his face. I'm like, well, that'd be really cool picture if it was a close up and you just saw Doc Knox shooting him, about to shoot him in the face, and I'm and I think I draw from everybody that I look at and am inspired by, which is why I told Paige that this next picture that I'm going to post is going to be dedicated to you because you do so many close ups. So I did that close up picture of the Decapod with his glasses and being shot by Doc Knock.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah.
so,
I'm pulling it up. This one. Hold on a sec. I was pulling up your stuff, man.
yeah, no worries. So
This one.
yeah, that one. So that one, I that is you because you photograph things so closely. A lot
What
of
happened?
people, a lot of people have said, "Hey, that's kind of like the Matrix." They also said the Matrix because I had one guy, I had Doc Knock dodging bullets while he's doing a cartwheel. So maybe I
Uh-huh.
was just on a Matrix kick page. Things I just think about things when I'm working. Um, I can put on music when I'm editing, and I can listen to the same song for like 2 hours while I'm editing, and I don't realize that I'm listening to the same song. I accidentally put it on repeat.
Yeah, these are like really, and I've noticed that I love this black and white. I like the variety that you did for like this rollout. It's like it's just it's cool to like see people like in the community because you can tell that okay, yeah, I like this figure or I like the line, and it kind of like
Hmm.
shows through. We had a conversation before about this, but because you've done a couple of projects with them, right?
Hmm.
So is there something that you would like that you've done or you would recommend for people? Because I know a lot of people would like to have an opportunity with them. Is there something you would say, okay, yeah, it would probably be good if you did this?
Um, for me, I took one of your again. It was your advice. You said that Mezco was an accessible company.
Yeah.
You have avenues to text them. Like I just text them through Instagram and
Hmm.
was like, "Hey, I'm a big fan
This is a good idea.
of your pictures or of your figures, and if you ever have, I would like the opportunity. If you ever have something that you would like me to photograph for you, I would be more than willing to do it." And I
Yeah.
think a year or two later, occasionally I'd be like, I constantly tag them whenever I shoot one of their photographs and stuff. So they're constantly seeing what I'm doing. And eventually I think I wore them down. And they're like, sure, we'll give you a shot. Leave us alone. So yeah, I just, I did the first one, and then, however long it's been since the last Crab Louie, I just mentioned to my, hey, if you, and I constantly say, hey, you should, I just talk to them. For me, they're accessible. I just talk to them and say, hey, I think you should do another Gomez. And they're like, hey, you should hold your horses. They don't tell me what's going on, but then they've released the motorcycle Gomez. I'm like, oh yeah. And so I'm constantly giving them suggestions like, hey, maybe you should do another Jackie. It's been a minute. And by the way, I received Senior Blanco the other day. I'm like, hey, I just unboxed this figure and it's freaking awesome. So I just constantly talk to them and say, hey, if you ever have an opportunity, I am willing to work with you if you want. I didn't do anything special. I just asked.
Yeah, I think a lot of times I think that's probably like the missing element. Because you probably put a bunch of work in before, or did you just go straight and ask?
No, I know. I shot them for a few years before I even asked. I started off with McFarlane because they're cheap, and that's when I just started getting into toy photography. And so I was shooting a bunch of them when I was getting featured by McFarlane a lot. And I'm like, hey, McFarlane, if you ever want to send me something and the photograph or a premiere, they said, yeah, whatever, kid. And so, I got introduced to Mezco, and I shot them for a couple of years. And then I messaged them after what you said in one of your shows or something, saying they're very, I don't know if they're very accessible, but you have the options to talk. You have the avenues to talk to them. You can text, I just messaged them in Instagram and said, hey, I would like to photograph something if you ever have the opportunity. And eventually they said yes.
I think that's the part. Like it takes a while. I don't know if
it
a
does
lot
take
of
a
people
while.
are aware of that. Right, yeah.
And maybe I don't know. Maybe you have to photograph them a lot, and then they see your work, and they're like, okay, we think you can do it, or because I don't know if I only photograph them once every 6 months, if they would offer me that opportunity.
Yeah, I think it would have to really stand out, because there's a lot of guys that throw like a lot of concept out there. Like just to pull back the curtain sometimes, like I remember when I was at San Diego, and there were like 2 or 3 people that were just scrolling through. It's funny, MC will probably, oh, he's here.
Oh, it didn't work.
Yeah. No, but so MC, I just made this connection really quick. You remember when we were talking about like a bunch of people were complaining about people being on their phones at the booth? They were like, oh, they didn't talk to us, they're just on their phones. And I just remember, so there's times when the 2 or 3 people are just scrolling through the feed because they're checking like feedback, how people
Comments about, yeah.
Oh man, stuff. But there was one person that they're just looking through pictures and stuff like that for the day, trying to pick out stuff and everything. And so, but I've been there where they've looked at something, they go, oh wow, look at this, and they'll show it, and I'm like, oh, I know that person. And they're like, yeah, that person's good. And they're like, yeah. So there's times I think that like you can like grab their attention, but it's like there's so many photos out there. So I think, like you said, you got to be like pretty consistent.
Yeah, I think till recently, I think I've participated in almost every single Mezco Monday. I'm always shooting Mezco Mondays. It's got to constantly be in their face, show them what you're doing.
Yeah, you like I keep stalling on it. I'm sorry, but you've like put in so much work, man. Like really good work. Not just like with them, but like different concepts, different lines.
I try, I don't stick with just one. Mezco is my main squeeze, but I have some other people on the side that I play with.
Your side chicks.
Yeah,
my side chicks, like that guy right there.
Did you get the Golder girl from?
Yes, I just got actually shipping notification today from Big Bad Toy Store, so she'll
Oh,
be
nice.
on her way. And
She's amazing. You've seen
I got-
photos, of
I
course,
did.
of her, but wait till you get her.
and I
in
got the
teenage.
monitor guy
Oh,
from
cool.
eBay a couple of days ago. So
Yeah. Can I switch gears really quick?
Yes.
Because I don't want the conversation to seem like it's biased, right? We talk about all things here.
well,
So
I shoot
there-
everybody. You can see I got
I
Woody
know.
over there on a horse.
Yeah, I know. At least you didn't do like a perv. Man, I can't stand them perv Woody shots. I can't, man. It's like
There's a
those
I think
in
you
the
and I
couch.
have different IG feeds because I haven't seen any.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God, I get the couch ones. I'm like, what? I was like, dude, I didn't look at any of this stuff. Why am I getting this? But
Search history includes casting couch. But
yeah. So to level the playing field, because I know a lot of people think that it's all positive stuff like that too. But that's the reason why I put in the description. There were good things. There's obviously things that probably need to be improved. What are some things? Because we've seen stuff from people in the comments too, and please keep saying that too. But what are some things that you think the next event that they hold that they could improve upon? I know you said Saturday drops, right, Sully? So like, is there something else
Because I
that
think the
happens?
majority of maybe people might not work on the weekend. You know, everybody has different schedules, so I don't know if you can really. You can't
wouldn't
please
lie.
everybody.
Saturday would suck for me because my
Yeah.
kids' hobbies, like my kid plays hockey and
Well, there you
I
go.
coach his
Soccer,
team, so I-
hockey, baseball,
Yeah.
football.
coach,
you
so I can't hold on. I can't put a line out. I need to order this Mezco.
know.
Time
Week-
out.
Christian said weekday drops. Like what day, Christian? You think like what? Are you saying a different day or? Any updates? No, nothing yet. Just what they showed at New York Comic Con. What about so MC? I guess this is where we can kind of like really pivot to MC because you want to talk about missing out. It's
Yeah, I
therapy.
It's therapy.
Yeah.
Like behind the curtain, what I said.
Well, you can do this is
Yeah.
just like we said, like anything that you want to say is. I'm not trying to like sanitize anything here. I think it's important to talk about both sides of it.
Yeah.
I
None of
think
us
that
work
you
for
can-
Mezco. We can say whatever we want.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, like, but honestly, the only thing that like I said, and Paige can, like pull up the screenshot if you want of us, but I said, yeah, it sucks. But it is what it is. I'm not going to go on the boards and bash them and cry about it and be like individuals, almost name drop, but, like it sucks. And, like, I know my kid was looking forward, seeing those your photos and stuff, like he was really excited for that one, but whatever, I'll get it eventually. I joined the wait list and long game usually works, and economy sucks and I have a good job that no, I'm kidding. No, it just, it does suck. I'm not going to, I can't remember the last time I missed anything, honestly. So, I've always stood by, like feeling bad for people that missed out. And so I get what they're feeling, but it'll happen. I'll find it eventually.
Do you think the communication part could have been maybe clarified a little bit more?
I mean,
about the drops.
okay, so
or...
to be fair, in my situation, it would have helped because of what I had going on at work that day. Like I had that moment where I was in an in-depth conversation with a patient, and there was nothing I could do. Like I couldn't be there right when it dropped. I had to wait a couple minutes, and it wasn't like I was going to ever take away from a patient's time to go order something. But I was like wrapping it, like that'd be terrible. Like, yeah, I'll be fine. Like it's just, for me, it just didn't work out that day. So, and I tried, but it didn't happen. So.
Is this the first one that you've missed, or is it?
Yeah, I think it really is the first one that I've missed, and I can't even remember the last. I mean, like COVID, Dark Ages, when the world was shut down and the internet sucked temporarily at times. I mean, because I remember you and I thought I was going to miss out on that Nosferatu, that midnight release that we were dealing with, but you and I, we battled through. But I can't remember the last time I missed something and I had to get it on the second market or from somebody.
Do you think it would have been different if it was compounded, like if you were trying to get all three of them, or if you missed a couple of releases in a row? Do you think? I mean, I it's hard to say that, but like,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it would have sucked. I mean, I'm just not that person though, where I'd be like, fuck this line, I'm getting out, fuck Mezco, like I'm just not that person. So I would try to plan a little bit better, or, like have a friend take care, like we've talked, and it was just a bad time where I thought I'd be okay, but like I didn't. I think having friends to help you out, like, because we've had each other's backs on drops for different things and stuff like that, and it was just
I dropped the ball on that one, man. I'm sorry.
No, dude, it's not your fault. It's okay.
Yeah, I did.
No, not at all. It's just it was a crazy day with 3 drops that we didn't know the times, and I mean, like, it goes back to like secret drops and stuff like that. Like it is what it is. Like you can bitch, cry, and complain about it, but you're not the only one that missed out. I'm not the only one that missed out. And I know there's a lot of people that have missed out over time historically. And I know some people missed out on all 3 that wanted them. And that sucks. I feel really bad. So, but I'll play the long game. That's what CC says. Don't buy on the bubble.
Yeah, I think so. I'll be honest with you. I thought I missed out on Crab Louie. I was going through the payment stuff, and Doc had already gone very fast, and so I grabbed one of him, and then I got on. I was like, I kept refreshing, and as soon as it went up, I did it, and I was in and I was out, and as soon as I got through the PayPal stuff, I clicked it, and it said purchase. And then it went to an error message. It said, this whatever the error message they had, this item cannot be processed. And I'm like, and I'm not gonna lie, I was like, no, are you serious? I was like, no. But even in that split second, like my mind like works really fast. So even in that second, I was like, okay, how am I gonna get this? Am I gonna pay aftermarket? Do I wait? Do I get on the wait list? I was going through all that. And then at the top of the banner, it said, you have been charged. So I think I hit that gray area, right?
Nice.
So I went and I checked. Yeah. But I felt that. I felt that feeling. It sucks. Yeah. I know how it sucks. And I don't ever try to downplay anybody for missing it. I hope when we're talking about this, saying somebody's like complaining about stuff or saying somebody's that missed it, that really wanted it, those are 2 completely different things. And even with not calling it complaining, but being frustrated that you missed out, I totally understand that. Definitely. It's just when it keeps going. It's like, dude, you just keep, the shorts are this color. I wanted it this color. I wanted them to do this character. Now it gets over excessive, but I felt that. I was like, man, this sucks. I'm like, but what do I do? And I saw that. And then I'll tell you another thing about it, why I do agree with the time thing, just kind of having it laid out, because people are busy. Some people don't have the ability to sit down. But I'll be honest, I don't know if you guys were like this. When they teased that red one, I stayed on for like another hour.
Waiting to see if it dropped.
Because you don't know. I know that's part of it. But and I think especially nowadays with things going on, and people, jobs and just finances and stuff like that, I do agree. I think something that's a little bit more defined, so people can say, okay, I need to block out this time. I need to have a bathroom break at this time. Right. Dude, I mean, something personal. MC, knew, like that morning, I'm trying to get everything ready, and my girlfriend gets rear-ended in the car. And so I'm like, oh crap, how am I gonna, I knew she was okay. I'm not thinking, oh damn, she's interrupt my pre-order.
I think she did it in the morning instead at 1 o'clock. It should have been shit at I
was like, you're doing this today?
Be there at 2:30 to check.
But like, like I was like, okay, how do I, she was fine. Everything was, I made sure I checked on stuff. But I was like, okay, how am I gonna do this? Well, how am I gonna work out this stuff? She's walking, talking, the car was fine. You know what I mean? But I get it. That's something, and other people are working. Other people are taking their kids. It's like,
Mhm.
so yeah, just something that Christian had said. CP had said something about it where he was like, yeah, just something like, or that's it for the. I think they did that in the newsletter, but it was something like, or not the newsletter, but a post, and they said, how did you like the back-to-back drops and stuff? So I was just like, okay, I guess it's over.
How did they like the back-to-back drops hitting their bank account?
Dude, I don't. I spent money, man, and I can't imagine. I was hoping that they wouldn't do anything like a Land Reaper or anything like that because it was just too much.
Too
That's
much,
just
yeah.
too much, especially with the stuff that's coming out. Like even those prizes and stuff like that. It's speculation. I still think that they're probably going to do that, but is there anything else? Most of the consensus, it seems like the time thing, more allotting for a little bit more for people. Um, is there anything else like you guys can think of that would have made it a little bit better? Like, would you want to see more reveals or
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So I talked to you about this page. One thing that I would have liked to have seen instead of the decapods that we got was something, put them in an outfit similar to Crab Louie's original outfit, like, because I got him dressed up and he'd go good with the other ones.
There you
But,
go.
like make them like
Some
long
docs.
docks
Yeah.
here, dockside, like dock worker gear, longshoreman or something. That way you got like, it would just like deepen the lore a little. And I know I'm like trying to shoot the moon here by changing out all their soft goods and stuff into something like that. But I thought that would have like been the icing on the cake for the decapods because you got them already in suits, but give them new suit, like workman's clothes or mechanics or something like that. You know what I mean? Like something that would go
Right.
good with Crab Louie's original aesthetic.
Yeah. Do you guys want to take this question? Like, what's the longest you guys have waited on the wait list for?
I think my longest was the Clark Kent Superman Muff Toys. I think that was like 2.5 years.
Right. Do you have a Mezco one like that you waited a long time for, like wait list? Thanks, Boba,
No.
man. Appreciate you, man.
No, I haven't.
Waiting hours for another drop doesn't seem like me. What about you, MC?
2 days so far.
It was I showed it twice here. Hold on a second. We'll do it again. 2 years?
No, 2 days.
2 days.
I've been lucky. I don't remember being on the wait list for anything. And then I remember like going on the wait list for something else to get like a second one for a friend or something like that. And it converted, but I don't even remember what it was. It was so long ago, to hook up, do the homie hookup. But then I think they didn't want it or something after the fact, but it doesn't matter, but like something when I really needed it, it would be 2 days right now with this current deck of Crab Louie situation.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to burn this episode down even more and say we talk about AI?
It's 10:30.
No,
That's the one thing I thought about.
I mean,
No, that's all right.
How long do you want to
How about
go?
a quick take? How about a quick take? Like let's do 3 quick takes. Are you for or against it?
I am against it if you don't advertise what it is.
What's an example?
So here's my example. When you told me what this conversation was going to be or what it might be, I really thought about it because, I'm a big Photoshop person. So I do a lot of things in Photoshop, and I can imagine people, photographers at the time when Photoshop first came out, like, oh my God, that's cheating or whatever. And I'm like, no, it's just another tool. And I've had arguments with people where they're like, AI is horrible. And I'm like, well, you know what? It's just like when photography came around, there was painters that used to paint portraits, and then a camera showed up, and now you can just take people's portraits.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, yeah, but it's not a computer that was doing it. And so, so then I was thinking about it more, and I was like, all right, so where do I draw the line? And so recently I've discovered a couple of people that I've really admired. I'm not going to name names, but they do AI stuff, and I didn't know it was AI.
Mhm.
And some of these people are going so far, and I didn't even know you could do this because I don't use AI. I've tried to do it one time, and I think I'm too old to fucking figure it out because I can't get a good picture to save my life. But
Mhm.
they do behind the scenes because I was like, I'm going to make sure that people know that I'm not using AI, and I do a lot of behind the scenes and show videos. I'm like, some of the fucking shit is AI generated behind the scenes stuff to make it look like they're actually doing something. I'm like, I didn't even know you could do this kind of crap. So
Oh
when
yeah.
they're going so far as to showing you behind the scenes to fake it that much, where they're because it looks like a real figure that they're photographing, and then they show the behind the scenes, and it looks like they actually set up everything to make this awesome behind this. And I'm sitting there hating my life, thinking, why do I suck so much? I don't suck that much, but what I'm saying, I'm like, why can't I get any better? I'm like, I wish I could shoot like this person. Do I need to buy more lights? Do I need to get a better camera? Do I need to? And then I find out that it's AI, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm trying to compete with the freaking computer, and I didn't
Yeah.
know at the time what it was. So when it's a photo, there are some people that can draw or paint photorealistic stuff, but they have the talent to do it. A photographer doesn't say, I drew this. A computer or a camera took the picture.
Mhm.
My beef with AI is you don't know the difference of now. You don't know the difference if somebody actually took this picture or if AI made the picture and then made a fake behind the scenes. So I'm fine if that's what you do, but you need to let people know that that's what it is, because back in the day you could tell if it was a painting or a picture. You can't tell if it's a real photograph or an AI photograph.
Mhm.
So the transparency, I think, is what I have a problem with. If you're trying to pass it off as something that you did when you really didn't do it, and you're making other people who are trying to better themselves, and you're saying that that you did it and you really didn't do it, then I think it's cheating. It's like somebody saying, I'm a natural athlete, and you're taking steroids all the time, and you have this big chest and stuff. And you're like, what am I doing wrong? Do I need to do more sit-ups? Do I need to,
Mhm.
you need to be honest, I think, with what is happening.
Like, why does Barry Bonds keep knocking this out of the park?
So that's where I think AI is fine. It's a tool. I use it sometimes. I started using it for a background because that's easy. I just want, like the picture you have in the background here of these people running in an alley. They weren't really in the alley. You can see the behind the scenes.
Well, I'm sorry. Wait, do I scroll up or down or?
Yeah, go ahead, scroll up. It's the new release, the 112.
Oh, the new one. Okay, got it.
So we're all four of them. Go down.
This one?
Yeah, that one. No, that one. Yeah, that's an AI background. I just said I want a New York alley, and you can scroll over to see the making of, because I showed you my process in Photoshop. So that is an AI generated background, but I took the 400 pictures with the different lights to light everything, and then these are all the layers that I did in Photoshop to make it look like they belong in this background.
Yeah, I don't use Photoshop, but like when I see your videos and stuff like that, I think it's cool to like see the process.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll take a picture of a background and I'll put a character in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I started using AI, and I've struggled with this too. I'm like, do I want to use AI for a background? But then it feels like I don't know if it's because sometimes you use pictures from the internet, and well, then I'm stealing from somebody who took this picture.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I'm just going to use AI to make this picture, and then you're like, well, now you're putting people out of business who took the. So it's like, I don't know. So AI is a tool. It can be used to take out stands. I mean, I don't use AI technically. I think probably Photoshop uses AI to remove a stand when you like select something and say auto
like
remove.
the removal tool.
Yeah, a removal tool. So I'm sure that's an AI, but it's not generating a whole scene. I don't know.
So like, I don't want to keep MC up too long. Is this something you can take a quick jab at, MC, or do you want to like save it?
No, I mean, I like Sully. I agree. It's a tool. You know, like, and I was going to use the point. What's the difference between this and taking somebody's picture that you probably won't give them credit for as a background screen, because you just go to a Google image search. And it's not going to tell you who the original photographer is 99% of the time of this skyscape. But
Right.
what's the difference? Like, truly, at the end of the day, what is the difference between using something you tell the computer to put in or something you put in Google to pull it out? I use AI with my job in a different manner, and I see the benefits to it. It saves me a lot of time with my job and fixes some of my typos quickly, you know, because I'm scurrying as I'm notes and stuff like that. And I think it's a tool. I don't think, just like any tool, it shouldn't be the only tool in your belt, though. And going back to Photoshop, you know, there are those purist groups out there that totally shit on people for using Photoshop. And it's like, why? It's a tool. It doesn't, because you can hide a stand better with the way you position that leg, or, you know what I like.
Right.
I don't know, like, it doesn't take away that it's a great photo just because you use Photoshop. It doesn't take away from a great photo that you didn't use Photoshop. You know, it's like, to me, you know, it's subjective, of course, you know, like, if it's a great photo, in my opinion, it's a great photo. Like, and that's what you want, is to get that positive reaction from somebody that, hey, this is great. Like, you're making somebody a fan. Like, you know, I love your photo. I mean, I assume, no offense, I assumed it was AI or a Google image that you pulled from the back, you know, from somewhere for your backdrop. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's great. You know, you're using what you have, because who has time, you know, especially on that.
Buy that many diodes.
Right. In the time frame that you're given to do this project, when you were going on vacation and stuff as well, how would you have pulled this out of your ass if you didn't have all of this? That gave us this great shot that obviously made Mezco a lot of money on 112 day. So I think it's a great shot. I mean, I see, you know, watching you behind the scenes. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, like, truly, with the community. So
do you think it is an, I don't like saying it, but it's the way it was described in the comments. Like, it's an old school versus new school thing.
Yes,
do you think
It is. I think 100%. The same thing was probably done with the photographers of their day, when the Renaissance painters were like, oh my God, you're cheating because you can just take a picture now instead of spending 500 hours painting an oil painting.
Yep. 100%. Like, what's the bitch now? People are saying that, you know, like, 3D printers are cheating people that are hand making their dio parts too.
Yeah.
Like, that's another hot topic.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of, like, I think it's a big conversation. I think if you narrow it down to like toy photography and the hobby, I think it has a different thing. I'm not a fan of it at all, period. But, you know, I it's kind of hard to explain, because you look at some things like Sully was saying, like, does this level the playing, like, the creative playing field for people, because now you have somebody that can do something in less time that somebody, it takes an artist to do a couple of hours to do, because it's level now. I don't think a lot of people are aware of, like, it's the AI stuff is catching up with social media too. Like, I'll see stuff, like, you can see it in the embedded tags and everything too, but you can see when people use anything that's like AI generated and stuff. There's still ways around it, but I don't know if you guys have seen on Facebook, they have like an AI watermark tool on it when somebody uses it, anything for it. Instagram is starting to do it where, like, YouTube is starting to get away from faceless channels and stuff like that. I think they're trying to, like, regulate it to where it is a creator space, because creators put a lot of time into it. I think it is going to be like you said, Sully. I think you're probably going to have more groups and people banding together to where it's not like that. You know, they're going to say this group is totally going to be non-AI. You can do whatever you want. but you can't do it in here.
Right.
That way you can keep this like creativity going with people, because I don't know, I just
Like I said, I'm fine with AI as long as you say it's AI and not try to say it's something else. It's like,
yeah.
somebody take a picture and saying, I drew this. And like, you didn't draw that. Back in the day, they can't say that you didn't draw a
Tracer.
picture.
You trace that shit.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah, there's something, I don't know. I know there's different ways you can use it. Like you just said, there's like minimal ways you can do it, like adding backgrounds. I see people doing it. I think I like that part of it, because it's like you're encouraging people to be creative. You're only doing it to a certain extent because you're telling something to do it for you. It's
Right.
not like you're in a group and they say, "Hey, everybody is building dials in here. This is how you do it. Have at it," and you learn.
Hmm.
I think that's the disconnect for me. You don't learn anything from it.
Right.
You're telling the ideas, and you might have fantastic ideas, but somebody else is doing it for you. Something
Right.
else is doing. And like I can see how people that spend 2 or 3 hours, and somebody spends 5 minutes just saying something, and I think it's
Right.
going to get washed out. I think it's going to get overused, and you're going to see people build up a resentment to it. They're going to be like, "Pfft, I can look at stuff and see now if some guy that took a picture 2 weeks ago, and then all of a sudden, no offense to him,
They've
but
leveled up exponentially.
All size really
oh
good.
yeah, I'm like, oh, what do you get, new lights and stuff like
Damn.
that? Dude, that's cool. Do you? But I think I think you're also going to have people that we talk about this on the show too, right? How I say, there's creators out there. You need to like start looking at them now and supporting them now, because these guys, like, they're like the OG people, or people like this show or other shows. In 2 years, you're not going to be able to tell who it is. And you talk about shills and stuff like that. What's going to happen when you get bombarded with a bunch of AI advertisements that are just made out to be, oh, that's Kelly, she collects toys. That's Johnny, he loves Mezco, and he's just constantly giving you positive stuff. The thing is you're all these names that people call and stuff like that, they're not going to care because they're not human.
I've seen
You
videos
know?
where people, you could be you, but you make it look like you're this beautiful girl who's talking about Mezco. Like, I've seen videos where
Exactly.
it changes you instantly, and you are a girl on your OF page, and people are giving you money, and it's really a dude that's not in a bikini at all.
Dude dipping in his belly button.
I think I keep saying it, man. I think you need to take note, because we're in a really good spot right now, because who covers what lines right now, right?
Right.
If you said a line, you can say, "Yeah, I know that guy does it." You need to remember that person, and they're gonna have a back catalog and stuff like that, and that way that's a person, because you're gonna need that human interaction, even though that this AI is gonna be interacting with you and stuff like that. It's not gonna be human, and who knows what that program is gonna be telling you, what you want to hear. It's just
And
it's just
that
different.
comment that Steve has right there, I mean, that's the complete
I'm gonna go
point.
back. Where is it at? I have to go
Well,
back a lot.
it's the one you have on the screen. It says, the one thing that gets lost is enjoying the process and not the finished product. I enjoy creating the photo more than creating a prompt. A sense of satisfaction.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Can't speak with these braces on. And I've had this discussion with other people, right? Well, yeah, it really is the process. Like, if you're not doing it because you like it, photographing figures and stuff, then why are you what joy are you getting other than making a pretty picture? You can tell the computer to make whatever picture you want with a action figure, but why not just eliminate the action figure part and say, hey, make me a really cool Superman picture?
Yeah.
And not show the joints and stuff, trying to pass it off as something that you did because you didn't do it.
Do you think hand animators and CGI animators had this argument?
They probably did.
Yeah.
I would guarantee they did, because
Toy
I'm
Story
sure
came out versus
traditional.
the Lion King, like all the hand drawn, and then you go to writing a program, make Woody walk across his screen,
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the same thing, like what Sully was saying too, like film and digital.
Yeah.
You know, there's advancements. I think what like gets lost with it is the fact that the advancement, whatever it was, like you had somebody with a film camera and you shot it, and there was a longer process to it, but you're still doing that thing, right? Even with digital, you're shooting digital. It's probably put training wheels on it a little bit, but you still need to know lighting composition to a certain extent. You know, you can put on auto, but there's still that option for you to be able to learn and
Right.
grow that skill set. I don't, you might learn from an AI model, like from talking to it, it might educate you in a certain way. I just don't know where the skill set is being built because you're telling something to do it. You know,
Right.
what was the analogy I used the other day? Like, you know, it's like you putting dishes in the dishwasher and say you did the dishes. You didn't do the dishes. The machine did the dishes for you. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I think that's what gets lost. I think, and then people are, I think it'll separate the people who really want to do the hobby.
Right. And I think that's what
Now,
the point of that comment was. It was just it's the process.
yeah,
It's just like life. It's the journey. It's not the destination.
yeah. I think
Uh,
I'll tell you one thing that's going to be big, and I know this is big in some communities, and you know, I think showing your work is going to be huge. I know you said you could still fake it, but there's people we know all in it's a small community,
Right.
you know, but I think that's what's really going to separate you from a lot of other artists now. You're going to have to show your work
That's
because
why I
people
try
are
to
going
show
to,
it a lot nowadays because
yeah.
I
And
just don't
people are
want.
going to want to learn. They're going to want to connect with you. They're going to want to like
Yeah.
see that you're actually doing work. But like if you just start putting up photos and there's this huge light advancement from the 2 weeks ago, people are going to be like, nah, that's BS, bro. I ain't
Right.
fine. So I don't. It's a really difficult topic.
Hmm.
Let me catch up with this and then we'll end it off.
All right.
I had a bunch of other stuff I was going to go deeper, but I don't want to take MC down that far.
If she's like, I gotta go bad.
Yeah, yeah, man. I know he works, man. I appreciate both of you guys coming on, dude. This
Yeah.
was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Um, is there anything out of that whole experience that you want to talk about or like wrap up on, or what were like the best experience you had, or out of that whole thing with them doing this project?
I think just them asking me, that's the best experience where they trusted me enough, A, with their secret, and then to give me the figures to photograph. That's that's you know them liking my photograph is on a some other day when they like a photograph. I'm like, that's freaking awesome for me. I'm like, oh my god, Mezco likes a picture I took of their product. So
Hmm.
just you know, so I just them asking me was a huge honor. So I think that's the best part is them just trusting me with their product.
You think you got another chance?
I hope so.
I think you do, man. I think you do,
I'll never tell them no.
man. Oh, that's a question. Really quick. Sorry, MC. I got to ask this really quick.
Yeah, yeah.
So sometimes I've seen people say a person gets a figure for free, right?
Mhm.
And they automatically say, oh, whatever it is, whether it's jealousy or whether it's the fact that they got it first. Do you feel like you got that figure for free, or do you feel like the work that you put into it?
Hmm.
MC
I'm gonna
knows what
answer
I'm
this for
saying.
him. He earned it. Period. The end. It's not free.
Hey,
Sorry.
well,
Thank you.
people think that. I
Am
think
I
that
wrong,
that needs to
Sully?
be, huh?
Am
No,
I wrong, Sully?
yeah, he
No,
needs to.
because you know what? I was, even though I was extremely sick, I still went into work every day and was trying to do the best job that I could for them. So I think I earned it. And you know what? And it's not just, I think it's, I don't want to toot my horn, but it's not just those pictures that I took. It was the 2,000 pictures I took before that
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that that earned me them asking, if that makes sense.
yeah.
100%.
There was like some story where like Van Gogh or something or was in a restaurant and some lady came over and gave him a napkin and said, "Can you draw me a picture?" And so he drew a picture in like 5 minutes and said, "All right, that'll be like $3,000." She goes, $3,000? It only took you 5 minutes to do it. He goes, "Yeah, but it took me like 40 years to be able to do that in 5 minutes."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, we were narrowing it down to just the time that you would. I don't think we MC. I don't think we even thought about that, did we? Like it was more
Right.
of like narrowing the time down for like coming up with an idea, setting up the idea, executing it, working on it to refine it, and then putting it out. And then,
Yeah.
like even if I mean the price tag you got was like huge, but I mean I would still say it was worth it. But even if somebody just got like a $90 to $120 figure, it was like the amount of time that you put into it, I think, is way more than what you would just pay.
And how many
Yeah.
how many
But-
times did you try to set up a shot? You take it and you're like, this is not what I want, and then you get started over from scratch, or your plan didn't come to fruition. Time is money.
There's a ton of
Time-
shots that I didn't publish and I won't publish.
Hmm.
Time is very valuable to me, and I'm not saying it's any more valuable to me than anybody else. So
That's the most valuable thing
you can't get it back.
in the world.
Yeah, you can't get it back, and it's time away from your family. It's time away from whatever it is. Like you gave them your time in exchange for
Right.
figures. So
I think you really expanded on it, made it even better by saying that it was the work that you did prior. I don't think a lot of people understand that. I think they see people getting something for free and they're just like, oh, you have to pay for it. It's like, no, you paid for it in
Paid
just a
is
different
due.
way.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
What you got figures in advance and put the work in to is fully justified. Yeah, I've been trying to like help people like see a different perspective about it. Like I think it's cool to have nothing against Mezco. I think it's cool to see product shots and stuff like that. But I like seeing people within like whatever community we're in, or even collectors. I like seeing it in their hands because we all know what we want from the figure. Do you know what I mean? We all know. Oh, does it? How's our ankle articulation? Does it kick butt? Is it head neck? Does it have ab crunch? Is it easy swap? Like those are things that we all answer like through pictures and videos and stuff like that, and we do it for ourselves. So I'd much rather have somebody in the community get it and say, okay, this person's gonna, pull back the curtain a little bit and help us out and figure out if we want it. So I appreciate it, man. Seriously, I mean, you
Thank
do
you.
excellent work.
Thank you.
The pictures help the pictures definitely help sell them and inspire people. Oh, one more thing. Another thing too is like through like Sully, I don't like to put labels on it and say like advanced or anything like that. But it's cool. Like I thought that they chose different people from like different skill set levels. So you even got people that maybe they're not as advanced posing or advanced taking photos, but you could still see like potential, like
Right.
if that does that make sense or like I don't
Yeah.
know.
I mean, I don't think that they choose. I mean, you can see the Mezco Monday winners. They don't always choose the best photos.
No.
Or the most skilled photo. I'm not trying to say anything bad about anybody's pictures, but you know what
I
I'm saying?
think it's good. I think because it gives
think-
everybody a shot. Like
Everybody
I know,
has shot. That's what I'm saying. They're not choosing because there are people way better than me. They're not
Yeah.
choosing the best people in the world to do this. I was talking with them the other day and I was just saying, what other company? I know people like to get on their case a lot, but I'm like, what other, like McFarlane doesn't give out figures every Monday,
and his are $20 to $25 figs or whatever.
right?
Yeah.
And his are cheap ass figures and he doesn't give them away. And he doesn't have, that I know of, that he doesn't give figures to people, the toy community to shoot. I don't know. I'm not that big into McFarlane, but I'm saying other companies, I don't know to do that.
I don't see NECA doing it. I don't see.
Right. So
Mondo.
I'm like, I think that's pretty cool. Their company. I'm like, I said, I thank them for giving back to the community as much as they do.
yeah,
I know a lot of people. I don't know a lot of people don't see it, but I think they
Yeah.
try. I think they try. They have their issues, but they try.
Yeah.
I think.
I think they try to balance it. Like I know they know about the customer service. I know they know about like shipping times and stuff, and they've tried to explain it. And I think that there's just things that people I don't think maybe understand or want to understand. I do think that they try to balance it out. Sometimes it goes this way, sometimes it goes that way, but they do try, to balance it. That's why I mentioned the whole. That's like $1,500, man, that they're giving away.
Hmm.
Whether it's a gift card or whether you get your pack, you know what I mean? Like whether you
Right.
get the prize pack or you get a gift card or whatever,
Well,
they're
yeah, and all
still
the
giving that shit
contests they
away.
do. Yeah, I didn't even think about they're constantly giving stuff away.
Fan
Yeah,
features, things like that. Who do you see showcasing their fans artwork, like the fan
yeah,
feature Friday?
Yeah, every
yeah.
Friday.
Oh, again, look directly at the camera. I know it doesn't excuse everything else. Like I said,
No,
it's
of
just
course
trying to
not.
balance it. Well, somebody's gonna say, "Oh, no, it was glazed." Like,
Chill.
no, bro, you got to see, you got to take both sides of it. Customer
Hmm.
service, shipping times, yeah, but there's other stuff too. You got to balance it out a little bit. Nothing is perfect. So, but yeah, all right, Sully, you are the man, bro. You are, man. I
Thank you.
love your
Yeah.
Thank
work.
you.
I really
Thank you,
do.
sir.
Ditto.
I was trying to. Do you have a favorite from last year you want me to highlight real quick,
No,
or this
I'm not
year
even
so far?
I'm not even gonna try. I take so many pictures.
So it's
You
like
know what? Actually, the very first picture, I believe, at the very top, I'm really proud of that one right there. I was really happy
yeah.
with how that came out.
That's
That
a
was one
great
of my
one.
favorite pictures.
Did you use a probe lens for this?
I did use a probe lens, and that's actually two different pictures. So I took a picture close up of the Mezits, and then removed the Mezits and took a picture of Gomez because I couldn't get them to
Yeah,
look right in the same picture. So that is two pictures put together.
dude, it looks good, man. I like the perspective of this because I like the reflections and stuff. Always.
I think if I want to, I think Gomez I shot with just a piece of glass under him, and I put a black piece of paper under it so I can get his reflection. The Mezits are actually standing on the chessboard.
Oh wow. Oh, so yeah, like just like an acrylic, like a clear acrylic one.
Yeah, I just took out one of the picture frames that were around the house, and I might have it behind the scenes if you go over or
This is
not.
his. Let me look.
Never mind. I thought I had a video.
It's
Whatever.
AI.
It's,
Yeah. I thought the
No, that's a
Oh,
great
you know
shot.
what? I think I did a reel, is what I did for the behind the scenes. It wasn't included in that
Oh,
shot.
gee. Oh, you know what? I did see somebody say we went a little bit too deep tonight. I'm sorry. I think Adam asked about the drawing. I, we got wrapped up in this. I'm sorry. Tomorrow I'll make a separate stream because I got all that stuff together. I'll make a separate stream. We'll just do a quick one tomorrow. I'll go live and I'll put the names in there and I'll spin and that'll be for the danger room. I apologize about that, guys.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
Sully, I hope we
So-
see you again before the next time you get crabs.
Right.
Ouch.
Let's go give me more than crabs.
So it's only when I get crabs that I come on here for the anecdote.
Mhm.
No,
Um,
I'd like to see more work from you. That no offense, Crab Louie is great, but let's see what else they can throw at you.
yeah. Do the orders have multiple
Chilling for
figures?
you, buddy.
Thank you. You know what? From your
Blancos
words
and-
to their ears.
Yeah. Jesus. I've seen both. Like somebody posted today. I think it was Nick. Rion. Butcher his name. Riondio. He had gotten two White Skull agents, and he had like some aliens. He said he got like two. I think it just depends, but
Yeah.
usually
So
it's one per box.
I got two Blancos the other day, and I got one alien Mezit in there. So
Oh, okay.
I think it's
I got
random.
the pink guy with the hat with my Blanco.
Bowler hat.
Yeah. I only have one gray alien. I'm like, oh, I need more.
Really quick, if you see it on the screen, I'll enlarge it, and then I also put a link into it, or I put your name in there. I'll put the link in there to your IG page,
Okay.
Sully. If if you're not aware who he is, you probably should, but he's very talented guy. Lots of variety, great shots, please make sure you go follow him. I always love seeing your work, man, in my feed. I put like, you know how you highlight people? I'm like, this is the stuff I want to see first. No lie. But yeah, thank you for everything that you do, man. And thank you for sharing your time, talking about the releases, talking about your process, everything, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you.
Oh, you want to take us out? So, you got anything? The floor is yours, sir.
We don't take you out?
Yeah, we don't. I don't have a closeout, so.
Me neither.
Well, thank you guys for hanging out. Hope you all see this show.
Yeah.
And have a good night.
Yeah. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye.